short because it's grand final time. Finally. The little break is over. The technical difficulties seem to be better now. It's Foggy versus TH for the crown of Warcraft 3 here in Shanghai. It's $6,000 for the winner, $3,000 for the loser. Europe is hoping for Foggy. The Night Elf Sentinel are hoping for Foggy, but it's not like TH is a dominating force in the Warcraft world at the moment. His final championship in Premier tournaments dates back to 2015. Always weak performances at WCA, always weak performances at GCS until now. Can he break the curse, or will we see the first European win since Grubby in 2009?
All of the semi-finalist participants have been pretty surprising, with lots of favorites dropping out early in the tournament. The only one, which many people would have expected, was actually our boy Foggy.
Yeah.
He made it all the way through. He is going up against TH again in the best of 7 here in our grand final, and it is now finally starting. We don't want to have any more interruptions. We don't want to have to wait any longer. This is the big main event, and it's starting right now. We start on Terrana's stand. By the way, the map vetoing process is a little bit interesting here. 2 players still have their 2 vetoes. Those were Ancient Isles for TH, and for Foggy, it was
Turtle Rock.
Turtle Rock, as always, of course. So if we go beyond 5 maps, they're going to be able to repick one of the maps played prior. Now the big question is, Neo, can TH find an answer to the Warden? Something that nobody was able to do so far. Terrana's stand, a renowned Warden map, extremely strong Warden map. Romantic, brought Foggy to his limits though. He was bending, but he never broke. Can TH finally make him break?
The more defensive players seem to be superior in this tournament. It's the story of this tournament. But the story of this tournament is also a lot of surprises. Everybody knows now that Foggy is a force to be reckoned with. After 3 bronze medals, he wants to claim the throne. Warden, again. He is 5-0 with Warden, right? Yeah, 2
yes.
against Romantic, 2 against TH in the group stage. Archmage versus Warden, and we saw a lot of aggression from Foggy early on in these matches, going towards the Archmage, making it hard for the human to expand. TH, one of the most greedy expanders in the Warcraft 3 circus, going for very fast and very unusual expansions here. And we see the same creep that he did before with a militia and a footman. Also, this is something new that we haven't seen too much before. On Foggy's side, he goes the very standard route towards the laboratory, and again we have to hope that he does not deny any experience here because it's so important.
Warden's XP, of course, crucial. Romantic did such a great job denying yesterday. Can TH do that as well? Not gonna mess up the few last hits here, getting the ring of protection for the Warden, not exactly what he wanted, and the AM is doing the creep again, going for the little priests first, the apprentice wizards, and then going towards the gold mine in the upper right. Can the Warden do something about this? The Wisp already detonated, but not against the Water Elemental. The Warden is still only level 1. He's gonna do the Merc Camp pull, so he's gonna have the Shadow Priest, and he can dispel the Water Elemental with that.
This could be really hard for TH, man, if this goes through as Foggy intends it to. Dispel from the Priest, dispel from the Wisp, but the Warden is chasing after a Footman, not going for the Archmage here.
And the Priest is following the Warden.
Is he expecting a natural creep?
You must have seen this though, right? Pretty weird. No counter expansion yet, by the way, by the Night Elf. We've seen that very fast against Romantic in the bottom left of the map. Something that we may want to do again here. No tech starting just yet, and this expo has been crept. The AM though may be stuck on level 2 now for a long time.
Yeah, the Warden turns around, has level 2 for her himself, and the expansion is coming up now, but Foggy has more mana now, saved a lot of mana, only 1 Shadow Strike when used on the Footman. Ring of Protection, of course, not that great, but the Harass starts right here, right now. First Shadow Strike, almost every time a guaranteed kill, double Dispel on the Water Elemental, more experience for a first hero.
First kill here, that peasant had not been denied. Next Shadow Strike towards the next peasant is going to be the next kill. He has 1 more Shadow Strike, it's going to be 1 more kill. Can he get even more is the question. Experience also from that goes towards the Night Elf. Foggy still not attacking. What's he making? He is...
Expansion.
Oh, down here. Another first time ever position. I've never seen it down there before.
Yeah, we're gonna show it after this harass is over. He gets another one with right clicks. So he is investing. Oh, he has to walk away, I guess. Or is he TPing out? He must Town Portal out.
Might be even worth it.
There we go.
One
Wow.
peasant
4
left.
peasant kills, man. So sick. Here's the expansion for Foggy that we were talking about in the bottom left. TH is not scouting it. The farm doesn't see it. He pulls more militia. 5 of them, and that delays TH's tech heavily.
Yeah, and as long as the militia duration is running, of course, he can't power build, so everything's so late for him. 2 Shadow Strikes are left for the Warden. What's he gonna use it on? Certainly not the Water Elemental. He has 1 Dispel here from the Shadow Priest. He's gonna do the pull again against the creeps to get more mercenaries, and this time it might be double support. Yup, double trolls coming in.
And the next detonate for almost level 3 here. It's not too far away. The expansion is still not up. This took so much time, man. And also resources. And Foggy now, again, getting onto the footman. He took out a lot in this game prior. And so much piercing damage. No defend yet. This footman is dead. And the one
He's
here.
almost level 3. He's almost level 3. And he has 2 more Shadow Strikes. Never mind, not if he uses it here, of course. Water Elemental comes out again. He has the Dispels, though. 1 abolish. And he doesn't even need the other one. That's his level 3.
Deny.
If he gets it, good deny.
Seen a lot of good denies from the human players. Romantic was king in that category. But yeah, these footmen are hurt. He's pulling more militia, delaying the tech even further. There is 1 more Shadow Strike in a bit. But all of his units are hurt. He can heal.
Towers now coming up here with all this piercing.
No. TH is in trouble already. How far is Foggy's expansion? I think it must be finished. Secures the next kill for level 3. Except if there's another deny. TH with a good position, good body block. Also additional damage from the normal attacks here. But the Warden seems to be superior. That's level 3. And he finds the 2 hurt footmen.
Doesn't have boots of speed, very close to the shop now, though. Could get the boots if he wants to, and seems like that might be his goal right here. He is at the shop getting boots and staff.
Mass
join his army again.
Expansion is up, but yeah. Actually, where's he going? To the main? Yeah, to the main, and then he walks up.
For more mana, he's also teching to tier 2. We don't have a Hunter's Hall yet. Might be coming in soon, though. He hasn't lost a single archer yet, by the way. Not a single unit.
TH is stuck on level 2 for such a long time, man. He's 300 experience away from the mighty level 2 Water Elementals. He does find some time on the Arcane Tower. 60% done, the shop is coming, but the Warden is coming in. This time, he focuses the Archmage, as he did before in his series against the humans, and that is so much damage. He finally has the scroll, and he has less activity, so more against him, and he is going for the Enforcer. I think he denied 1, I'm not too sure about it, though.
I don't think so. I don't think yet. 2 Enforcers are dead. The tree did take a lot of damage, but the Warden is keeping the tree safe by pressuring herself. She still has almost 2 Shadow Strikes to use. This tree is taking a lot of damage, though. What is coming south? For the human, a lot of footies. This could be a little scary here.
But so
He
far,
hasn't scouted it yet. Warden is gonna... Is this level 4 for her?
Palace, nice for the right clicks, but apart from that, nothing. He's going for the Wisps. Oh, nice heal from... He doesn't even lose a Wisp here with this harass.
Tree. It is
Yeah,
low.
the tree is hurt.
A player's forces are under attack.
Oh, no Hunter's Hall. You forget about the Hunter's Hall. You forgot about that. No, never mind. Sorry. It is next to the main tree, actually. Alright, the Archmage is gonna see the Tree of Life towards the left. It's half HP, but Wisps are fairly close for the repair. Warden getting more mana from the main. Now will have to come in for the defense, but seems like T8 realizes he can't kill this tree, but he can delay the entangling of the gold mine.
Foggy has a Shredder. He's not pulling him, though. I don't know if there's defend. We don't see it yet. Dispel against the Water Elementals. Again, Archmage with a Shadow Strike, level 2, and no boots. And that is boots against no boots. You know how that ends. But instead of that, he has a Zeppelin, but there's a lot of piercing.
A little late there to focus the Zeppelin, and the AOL gets denied. He doesn't have an Ancient of Wind anywhere, so this Zeppelin can be very annoying here to deal with for the Nile. Shadow Strike once again. This AM in trouble, deep trouble. He has to TP to survive here. He dies inside the Zeppelin. That's the level 4 for the Warden already.
And this should buy a lot of time for the Engines of Lore and the expansion to come up. The Footmen are creating some problems here. Second Engine of Lore on the base and also the Engine of Wind in the base. But there is Fan of Knives. Now we haven't seen Blink yet. And Foggy with all that damage, man. This could be already game 1 for him.
Dude, the human isn't even halfway through to tier 2. He's giving up more and more experience. Fan of Knives The Warden is almost level 5! The Zeppelin, man, he needs to save these units and keep the Warden from leveling too much. And the rest of them will get away. The entangling of the gold mine is almost done. And then it's gonna be mass mining for the night of. 2 lures will be done soon as well. Along with the Ancient of Wonders.
TH is only halfway in tech. Foggy not tier 3 yet, because he was struggling to get his buildings up. He will use some time, I guess, to get rid of this farm, because it provides a lot of vision to TH, and the more information he has, the smarter he can play. But yeah, you said it, the Warden, level 5 after this creep spot, and you know what that means. Either a super crazy Shadow Strike, or an incredible Fan of Knives.
It's
both level 3 spells are still.
It's level 5 versus level 2.
It's level 5 with 9 minutes 40. Yeah, exactly. 3 level difference.
This should be all but impossible. TH has to delay this game by so much. Maybe go to 3 bases. Maybe go for the tank game. There's no way he can win this game anytime soon.
Dispel upgrade, Dryads, Hippogriffs, tier 3 tech. Upgrades. Foggy gets everything at the same time, and he still has 300 gold for his shop, for his staff. Maybe even sells the boots if he wants to. Keeps the ring of protection, gets the clarity, and will be almost full mana afterwards. Archmage finally gets something done here with the Sasquatch. Everything is hurt though, and we saw Fan of Knives already. That area of effect is damn good. Even, yeah, especially if he backs it up with a Panda. Then he has something against upcoming tanks or whatever. Lightning Shield for TH. Tier 3 tech immediately. I think we can look forward to a tank game again if Foggy gives him the time.
I really like Zeppelin though in the main base for the human to limit the Warden's capability of harass, but she's going towards the expansion anyways. Can he block the way somehow? He has level 3 Shadow Strike, so no level 3 on the Fan of Knives. Makes the harass a lot less scary, but he's already going for the Panda, realizing that tanks might be coming soon.
He got rid of the first workshop, he killed the construction builder, and he kills the second workshop, throwing TH back into the Stone Age. He was happy that he finally reached tier 2, but what can he do with that? He gets the Sanctum up, that's okay. He gets healing, he gets slow. Foggy is already going for the second expansion as he secured the first one, and the Panda is there, and it's only, yeah, okay, it's 2 level difference now. But he gets kills, and the Warden is getting closer to level 6. Right-click kill there. Shadow Strike level 3.
He could even steal the natural for the human. And where does he creep? He's not going to do that, though. It seems going to go towards the Merc camp, so the AM will have a little more space for a little more creeping. He did finally get level 3, but the Warden is on the chase. Only 1 Shadow Strike at the moment. Soon to be 2, however. AM has an invulnerability. Will want to dodge the Shadow Strike. Well done! Dodges the damage that way. But still, Panda gets to level up freely, more and more.
Yeah, so much space. Like the entire bottom belongs to Foggy now. Potion of Invulnerability is also super good against the Mountain King or whatever. And especially if you, like later on, want to jump into the base with Fan of Knives, that Invo Potion is fantastic. Workshop is up, but only 1. That is not a threat. Arcane Sanctum is up again, and the second workshop comes up here, but Foggy sees it. Oh, it's the third, actually. And Castle Tech is done. So, Runed Bracers, actually very nice for the Archmage. But Foggy is expanding for the second time. That means TH can attack his main base, his expansion. Well, that's not that likely because it's the middle of the 2. And this one here, the upcoming expansion in the bottom left. 2 spots to attack, and that's quite hard to defend. But of course, if this works out, it's so great.
Static defense is already coming up everywhere though with the Ancients of War. We already have a level 3 Panda.
Also
almost.
talents.
He's gonna have talents. He can even go for Mud Golems, which can be helpful as well against the tanks. He is gonna be pretty rich here pretty soon with the next gold mine. At the moment, he's only at 50. So maybe if the human hits soon here with the tanks, he can overwhelm him. But he doesn't have a single one yet.
Okay. Level 3.5. TH does some progress. First tank coming out. Second and third tank coming out. Oh, Fan of Knives here. TH wanted to go for the natural, but the Ukrainian shuts the door and gets a triple kill on the priests.
And the Sentry Ward is going to give perfect information constantly for when he wants to expand there. This is just... This seems like such a good position for Foggy, man.
Panda's level 3. More Engines of War. The Tree of Life is in position. Entangles now. What can TH come up with? He needs to find some time for more tanks to gather a huge group of tanks, but Foggy doesn't give him any time at all. The Runed Bracers are still on the Mountain King, gets a counter here with a Stormbolt, but there's more damage where this one came from. Did he steal the item? No, Mountain King got it there with Fan of Knives actually, and he staffs out the Archmage. Invo Potion being used.
Could get surrounded and perhaps even killed there. Pretty unlikely though, with only so weak.
But how does the Mountain King want to get out now with the rest of the army? Foggy is coming from the left again. If he buys a little more time, he doesn't have no mana anymore. Yeah. Maybe body blocks. He does well. There are Dryad shots coming in.
Tanked at the same time, hitting the natural. All three of them here, it seems, but so many Ancients of War as well. The Shredder is there.
Shredder, exactly. Panda does have a staff. Oh, doesn't have a staff, but the Warden does.
I think it's the only thing missing here. Staff on the Panda, maybe even the boots. And already the Talons in position. Foggy has gone into upkeep at 51. 2 tanks now are at the expansion down south at the second one. And there are Ancients of War in position, but can't attack just yet. But Foggy is defending this fairly well, it seems.
Yeah, he has everything in position. So many Engines of War. He has, this time he has the staff on the Panda, and he is level 2. That means the Breath of Fire is quite good. Repair, he has, does he have a Talon here? No, he certainly had one in the main. 80 supply for TH, 60 for Foggy only. He needs more bears. That's the only thing that's missing here.
Bears and maybe a Mud Golem or two. That would be very nice. But Foggy's pretty low on resources. He can't afford all of that right now immediately. But he's weathering the storm pretty well for now. More and more tanks are coming. And the important thing is to not let this expansion come up for free, because TH is trying to get another expo up right here.
Panda walking into the human army. There's a Stormbolt, maybe a surround opportunity. The staff is on cooldown. There is a big invul potion, but Foggy is going for the counter kill. There's, exactly as you said, the expansion is coming up, but the Dryad. This is a little harsh there. Tank gets killed in the main. There's no threat at the expansion, but there is a threat coming here towards the lower left.
Warden doesn't have a staff anymore. She gave it over towards the Panda before. Needs to buy a new one, I think. And is probably going to do that as well. Or maybe even a TP to join his Panda. He has a tree down there to get to. Tanks in the main. Lots of multitasking being demanded out of the Night Elf. And Foggy, is he going to TP? Yes, he is. He's going to lose 1 bear here. And then probably... 2 actually. And then TH might be retreating away from this. The first Knight getting low and not being able to save it with a TP. 2 tanks. No, 4 tanks are still active. But now are being repelled, it seems.
In the matchup against Romantic, I said usually you need like 3 tanks. Oh, I love this bear here to get rid of the tunnel. Usually you need like 3 tanks because 2 are killed too easily. TH plays it with 2. Oh, and now he gathered 5. Okay, that's gonna be real hard. That will force a town portal for sure, as he splits up the army again. Getting ready for the counter kill. He doesn't want to get the guard towers to come up. Fan of Knives, and yeah, this is another cancel expansion with the Breath of Fire. But 5 tanks in the main.
Oh, a hell of a lot of tanks. 3 of them are low. Ancients are helping out. So is the Bear, so is the Shredder, and the Druid of the Talon. But he will have to respond to this with a TP at some point, I think. Panda's out of mana, by the way. He has the staff. He can suck on some moon juice. No, actually, he can't. He's supply stuck. All the movements have fallen.
Okay, Foggy needs to hold this. There is no mana, as he said. Okay, there was the Breath of Fire. Warden, in the meantime, what does she buy? Town portal there. TH, more tanks. But look at this, man. They are hugging the Tree of Life.
He's doing damage. He certainly is doing damage. 57 supply. Well, supply doesn't matter too much, of course, with the human not really being able to win a real fight. We have 2 tanks. No, wait. 1 tank in the south. The other one is a Gyro scouting. How close is the Warden to level 6? Pretty close.
That was like 5 tanks, man. Do you know how hard it is to defend a 5-tank ambush into your base, even if you are prepared well? This was so big, and now again, 1 to 0. TH is low on, like, what does he have? 1 tank, 2 tanks? Yeah, 2 tanks, and he sends them out alone. Tomorrow retraining for the Warden. I think he wants to turn this lane around with Blink and Fan of Knives. Definitely Blink in the later stages.
Doesn't have all that much mana at the moment with the Shadow Priest kill. There's going to be a level up on the MK for level 3. That's a big deal. Paladin still only level 1. AM not even level 4, but that's going to change in a moment. More tanks being intercepted here by the Panda, but he will have to react to those and to the human army. This is what we saw from Romantic yesterday, creating 2 threats on the map, making it hard for the Night Elf to respond to both. And at the expansion, there's only very few Ancients of War. The Natural is in trouble here for the Night Elf.
Yeah, and TH is following up this attack. There is a town portal for Foggy, but his army is basically not existent except his heroes. I think the Panda will not portal with him. He has the staff, uproots the Tree of Life. Yeah, Panda staffs in, so he creates a new trouble place here at the bottom left, I guess. More engines of war are falling. TH, man, he's playing this so smart. He's playing it so effective. Here comes, oh, Shadow Strike and Blink actually wants to get rid of the heroes. Panda with the Breath of Fire. This Paladin cannot save himself, but the staff can.
Okay, it's pretty tanky, of course, with the Ruined Brace. He's gonna lose one of... He's still gonna chase him, though. Wants to get this hero kill. He has one more Shadow Strike, but he will get away. One breaker will be the trade. So many tanks. Expansion down. No, actually, it's still there. Reposition.
Ah, reposition. Sorry. A little mistake here and there. Of course, we are a little nervous as well. But again, this is so many tanks. There's 2-2. Foggy counters this with the third attack upgrade. But there are no bears. That's the problem, and there's no damage at all. Dryads don't do anything.
TH did a good job sniping quite a few of these bears, and that does help significantly. Now the Warden is level 6. The ultimate with no corpse is not the greatest, but it is normal damage against the tanks still. Panda doesn't have the mana for a breath at the moment. Will have, though, in a second. This could be a lot of dead tanks. But what about the Tree of Life? This might be a Tree of Life dead soon. Oh, but big Breath of Fire. Gonna get rid of 2. And all 3 here are in trouble. Mass repair. Will he have to uproot to keep this one alive? I don't think so. As one falls. And the next one falls. And he keeps it alive.
What can the Warden do here? He gets another Knight. The Archmage had to run away. And the Dryad and the Shredder take care of this. More tanks standing there, waiting for the next attack. Foggy still mining from 3 gold mines. The main gold mines are about to expire, though. And TH was not able to get his second one up, but that could help him in the long run.
Tanks. Shoot, rolling down there again, but still Ancients of War are here to deal with this. Water Elementals, free experience with the Wisps coming in. Warden, is she in trouble? Why is she not dispelling it? Does he not have Abolished Magic?
Yeah, he does.
Weird. Paladin in trouble as well. Can he save him? There should be a staff. There should be lots of staffs ready on this human side, but he actually lets him fall to the Breath of Fire. Yeah. Panda, by the way, is level 5 by now, almost surrounding the MK as well, but he will get away, at least for a little bit. Tanks towards the left are killing at least the Entangling Gold Mine, but not yet the Tree of Life.
The position is so good, man. Only 3 tanks at the same time can attack. The Wisps are now not in the mine anymore, not mining. Here come more tanks, but they could be intercepted there. He's chasing the Archmage, and I think that was the reason why he let the Paladin die, because there should be a staff now, or can he actually kill it? That would be so huge. He blinks in front of him, and he gets the kill of the Mountain King. Doesn't come in time, and he gets it, and that is massive. He loses the expansion on the bottom left, but I think the Archmage kill is way more important, because when this guy gets level 7, you can mass teleport with your tanks anywhere on the map and kill basically anything you want. And Foggy is moving forward with so many Dryads. Paladin is back. Mountain King was here. He couldn't be saved.
Tanks are moving forward, though. Can he afford to lose his next expansion? That's the question. There's no TP yet on the Nile side, but the Panda's gonna staff home to save his Expo. Only one breath for him to use it, though. That needs to be a big breath. In the north, the fight is still raging on. Seems like Foggy's gonna retreat back to make sure his Expo doesn't die. He has to uproot. That was a good breath, but still 4 tanks here with a lot of damage with the 2 attack upgrades. And this expansion is in trouble as well. The Warden is coming back, but she's slow. She doesn't have that amazing of a level on Blink to be here so quickly. Mass repair. The tree can't eat any other trees anymore. Everything here is
the Shredder usage bites him in the ass now. There is no cannibalism possible, but the nice positioning of the Engine of War actually might be able to save him here. More and more repair, but Foggy is almost out of gold. How long can he repair against this? TH is losing more and more tanks, and he holds this expansion again.
Okay.
Does have gold for another Tree of Life here. TH is down to 1 gold mine. Or actually, yeah, he is down to 1 gold mine. Goes from long distance mining now. Only 2,000 remaining here.
In the north, she sees this. Shadow Strike. Doesn't have Fatal Knives anymore, so he can't. Does he have Blink level 3? He does, right?
Pretty sure. Needs the mobility. TH sends in tanks, but only 1 at a time. That is not effective at all. The bear take care of this one. The Engines of War will take care of this one. And this one. GG! 1-0 for Foggy. He takes the lead in the grand final. 1 down, 3 to go.
Like Romantic, once again, tanks will be attempted against Foggy, and once again they will be fended off. And it seemed like Romantic did a bit of a better job, and Foggy holds on. It got a little bit scary once again, but good defense. And defense seems to seriously win championships this tournament. LR will be the next map. That is where Romantic decided to go for a tier 2 push with breakers. That's also where we saw a Warden again, by the way, from Foggy.
Damn, that was hectic. Damn, there were a lot of decisions to be made. But I think I have never in my life seen a tank push or tank pushes that well defended. And that early. Like, he had everything when the tank thing started, except maybe bears, but he delayed bears for everything else. He had talents. He had so many engines of war. He had Nature's Blessing. He had the Panda. He had the Staff very early. The Panda was crapped already. He had Invo Potions. Like, what the hell?
I really like
This is next level.
the talents. It's like such a cheap investment. You already have the Ancient of Wind, and -4 armor is a big deal.
Against tanks, it's a lot.
When the Panda was out of mana constantly, I was thinking, oh, this might be a little rough. And he lost 2 trees of life. But still, he kept the expansion from coming up on the other side.
Also,
that
I
was
think,
very important.
like, I don't want to say I was criticizing this a bit, but I was worried about the second expansion because it opens up the next spot to attack. But it was so important because TH knew I have to do something now. I have to get rid of anything. And while the one tree was down, the second one was mining. And so he was constantly on 2 bases, could constantly support more engines of war and the items that he was looking for. So, that was so strong.
And he takes the lead.
You had blue, did you change it?
I think so.
Yeah.
All right.
Whoa, 5,100 viewers. Witness how Foggy takes map number 1. First time that Back to Warcraft has ever gotten more than 5,000 viewers. We thank you very, very much.
Yeah, last time, what was our record?
3,406.
Wow, we're almost 2,000 above. Holy crap, man. Of course, we were hoping that on the weekends it might get higher here as we're finishing on a Sunday. Thank you guys all so much for tuning in. You have tuned in at the right time, at the perfect time for our grand final. And this could be history on the making. Last time, a European champion, world champion, was all the way back with Grubby.
2009 World Esports Games, if I'm not mistaken here. But yeah, TH's last World Championship was also 4 years ago, if you don't count in J-League. J-League was basically only a Chinese tournament, so it was like a premier tournament because it had offline finals and a good prize pool. But, you know, it wasn't a World Championship with the World Elite there. So, yeah, WCG 2013, his last tournament, and apart from that, Infi was more successful. And then, of course, the rise of 120, the comeback of Lin. They all prevented him from doing more. But yeah, we always talk about the European titles here, but the Night Elves, man, would be the first big title for Night Elves since 2011. And do you remember how happy we were when finally 120 made it happen for us undeads? So yeah, we understand you, Sentinel guys. I mean, everybody is crapping on Night Elves all the time because we have so many Night Elves, but not the big success. And yeah, with the history of European Night Elves, man, certainly not a surprise that it's one of those.
Foggy, he rarely gets called the best Night Elf in the world for some reason.
Well, you did that like 1,000 times last GCS.
I did, yeah. But other than that, nobody seems to.
Yeah.
Even though he was the best Night Elf placing the last GCS and the one before. If he wins here, perhaps he finally gets the respect he deserves. And he has the lead. Still though, 3 more maps to go. We are, after all, in a best of 7 here. Only gonna be 5 maps in our map rotation. Each player got 1 veto. So if we go beyond the 5 maps, then each player will get a counter pick again of a map that was already played.
We have to say, Terrana Stand was one of the prime maps for Foggy's playstyle. Warden, multitasking, aggression, everything is possible on Terrana Stand. 2 shops, you don't contest for it, so you can go for boots and staff. Everything fell into his hands. He played it perfectly, but this was great. So, mentally, of course, a nice jump start for him. But how can TH, with his map choice now, how can he close? Last Refuge is a double-edged sword for human, to be honest. Because Moon wrecked TH 3 times with double engine of war, Huntress push. This seems to be more of a Moon thing, though. But it is possible to play that. It is kind of back into the tactical rotation of Night Elves. But Foggy is now... what is it? 5-0 with Warden. He played Warden on Last Refuge again. Never change a winning team. Never change a running system. Go for Warden again.
It's even 6-0, right? Twice.
Yeah, it was a best of 7. Yeah, 6-0, exactly.
6-0 with the Warden. We have seen the Warden struggle on LR before. That was with more aggressive human play. But it seems like Foggy just... he doesn't give an opening anymore to be punished.
Yeah.
He even realized that the Warden can also get stuff done before level 3. Of course, in the big fights, when the human actually wants to look for an engagement, if she's level 2, that's very weak. But on level 1 already, you can be very disruptive towards the human's fast expansion on LR. Go for peasant kills, maybe try to kill some creeps. Here we have the recap of the last game. And that AM, remember, died on level 2 and was facing a level 5 Warden.
Yeah, died then again on level 4, preventing the level 5 Archmage. Also, how big this kill of the 2 workshops were in the upper right. That bought him so much time before the first big wave of tanks were actually rolling against him. He's making this work.
It's true.
He's working hard for this, what he accomplishes, and he accomplishes exactly what he needs to do.
And Foggy also, like, he invested that TP early, but that was okay. It's not like against the human army, for a long time, you're really going to be in trouble. You need that get out of jail free card. And investing that for those extra peasant kills once again delayed everything so much for the human. Enough time to buy the time for him to have... How many Agents of War did he have ready when the tanks...
I didn't count.
Like
but
9 or something?
I can't count that high, Remo. Sorry, I'm a little stupid. You know that.
Oh, man. Foggy. This is the peak of his Warcraft career. He has never been this far. He has never been this strong. He has never been this close to accomplishing his dream.
3 maps away from the gold that is to be accomplished here at Gold Championship Series, provided by NetEase, the biggest platform of Warcraft 3 in the world, the BattleNet alternative here in China, and the best platform we have for Warcraft 3, obviously. And they have done a marvelous job providing us with a stream here as well. So we give a big shout out to GCS and to NetEase here. So we see picks and bans, and then we see the players, and then we see map number 2. We talked about this before. Foggy won Terraner Stand. Foggy banned Turtle Rock, doesn't want to play the close position, and Ancient Isles is TH's ban because expanding is that hard.
Alright. What is this? Does TH have something special planned? When's he gonna expand? Is he gonna pressure? Because they played here before, and he got slaughtered. Foggy seems to have his number currently. We said TH is one of the smartest players, one of the most creative players to responding to a Warden. But map number 1 was pretty predictable, you know. Fast expansion, maybe the creep route was something out of the ordinary, but other than that, it was tank play in the late game, something that I guess he was forced into with how bad the early game went. And Foggy, of course, was struggling to defend, but he did defend. Once again, defense winning games. So, this is Warden again.
Power build on the altar, at least for a bit. So is this gonna be a faster Archmage or Mountain King? Archmage. Again going for the Archmage. Not trying to go for an MK with Stormbolt to keep the Warden low. And it is, of course, gonna be a Warden.
And this is such a short power build. Like, with these couple of seconds, can he make it so that the expansion is entirely crept before the Warden shows up? Should be pretty close. We're gonna see. TH going for some very specific early game build orders. There's a power build on the farm now. He's known to be pretty greedy with his expansion timing, going for it extremely fast, whereas other humans would oftentimes look to take smaller creep camps first and secure his easy level 2 and fairly easy level 3 a little bit later. If he goes for the instant expo and loses one of the last hits on the creeps, this is already extremely rough for him.
That Warden almost out. More wisps here. At the moment, it seems like TH still doesn't have a plan B, as he said. And he skips the green one. He skips the mercenary camp.
And this is what Foggy likes to do. Just pick up the item with the Warden and run over right away. Now the question is, this power build on the altar, did it buy enough time to make it so that he can finish the entire camp before the Warden shows up? Wisp is close by to get the last hit on the Water Elemental here. So They actually seem to go towards the keys.
Yeah, Water Elemental is gone. Wisp is there for the detonate.
Oh, this is so cool by TH. This power build actually makes it so that the Warden can't do anything. And denies this one as well.
Really nice. This, yeah, tiny little move, big effect, big impact. Gets another Shadow Strike, but I think he can deny it just again. And that keeps the Warden away from level 2.
Oh, nice micro. She can't get a hit in.
Wow. And no blink, so she has to run away and can't get anything done here.
Very nice.
That is the reaction that we expected from TH.
The peasant might still die in the end here to the archer, but perfect control by TH, man. Paying very close attention to his workforce and making sure they're healthy. Man, they must be satisfied workers over in TH land.
There is a Huntress Hall for Foggy though, so he responds with more pressure. It's only single AOW though. It's not the like super stressful double Engine of War, but it is quite a commitment because you can't really expand with this. It's more expensive, and the Techislator finds sentry wards so nice. He can place them here and he can place them here, and then he sees when Foggy is coming all the time.
And the footy was already in position, trying to see the approaching Warden coming, and she moves in, trying to find kills, but she can't find him. This is a super fast expo without a single peasant loss. This is as good of a start as you can hope for.
But the Warden can still do a lot against the economy. There's no tower in the main. There's no Arcane. There's no Guard Tower. The Warden would need level 2 Fan of Knives at least though. And power creeping is absolutely necessary. He's still trying to get something done. With the first Huntress here, Scout Tower is up but no Arcane. So, how many peasants can he kill now?
Why did he like expose his expansion so much? He was next to the shop, he's gonna get a tele staff here. Okay, that's good. So now he can come home to defend. This is gonna be 2 peasant kills at least. Can he get more? I think so.
Nice, level 2 again. This is strong. Takes a play out of Romantic's book, who was like really fantastic with this. Tech is halfway done. Of course for TH, this is gonna take a long time. The scary thing here, oh, Foggy again with the Tree of Life positioning at the former green camp.
Look at how smart TH is anticipating the one Huntress harass, so he leaves his Water Elemental over there.
Yeah, nice. Well, the second one is coming. How long does it take? The ration almost over there though. But here comes the counterplay by TH. He's still level 2. And, okay, this time he has the boots and staff, so the mobility is on him. With the boots on him, the Warden can't outrun the Archmage, so that's a lot less.
Does he see the Tree of Life there? Did he see that?
It's nighttime. I don't think he saw it.
Oh, it's so close. I think he did now. With a footy. He's gonna wake up the creeps here as well. And now he definitely saw it.
Yeah. Here we go. Okay, this is bad because the tree is far away from where he's supposed to be. And that's built in that place because he wants to have it safe. But with 4 footmen, man, the damage seems to be enough. Archmage is coming in now. It's definitely enough. Even the Warden can't do anything against it. And Foggy has been countered for maybe the first time in the early game so far.
This Warden being answered well here, it seems. And this is why the Warden can struggle on this map, if you play it well, which TH is absolutely doing at the moment. Counter expansion attempt number 2 coming up for Foggy towards the left. Is TH gonna scout this as well? It is a pretty well-known spot. He is, by the way, already taken to tier 2. Already halfway through is TH. Even if this expo comes up, it's gonna be very late.
Yeah, Lumber Mill for Guard Towers to weaken the Huntress harass. For Foggy, we have Engine of Wind and Engine of Lore, plus the Huntress Hall, plus the Nature's Blessing. But still, no counter expansion. It is only 1/3. Again, he builds the Engine of Wind like Moon does, because Zeppelin harass is very, very likely.
Oh, and now the timing here for the harass in the Knight of Main is absolutely perfect. Going for the Ancient of Wind first, interestingly, and with 4 footies here and the Water Elemental, this should be enough. Even spreading the damage here towards the Ancient of Wind as well, gonna get both cancelled. Oh man, Foggy, he's in a world of trouble.
Level 2.5 for the Warden as he takes out the Rock Golem. Oh, he can't cancel the Ancient of Wind. That is really bad. And TH is outplaying him hard this time, to be honest.
He's gonna have to TP here, even though he's so close by. He's level 3 now on the Warden. She's gonna walk over, not use the TP. AOL has finished. And
I think he can just walk out and staff.
Oh, he's not gonna lose too much. The Warden might be able to find 1 footy, perhaps 2, but that is so well worth it. And I imagine a Zeppelin might even be purchased already. I'm looking for it, but not quite yet. But if he wants to... Yeah, there it is. Getting the Shredder as well.
Expansion is done for Foggy, though. It's gonna be late. Engine of Wind in a weird position right at the mercenary camp. TH going for later blacksmith. He's going for tier 3 again. Do you think it's tanks again? Because like there's no sanctum.
If it's tier 3, I assume so.
Could be Griffins as well.
He could have had an
Or
opening
Hogs.
here to go for the 70 push. But he may have seen that a level 6 Warden can hold that by herself. At the moment, she's far away from level 6.
Naga again. TH is expecting the tier 2 buildings in the base, and he does it rightfully so. Halfway through is the tech of the Engine of Lore. No tier 3 tech yet. Foggy is quite busy with creeping his expansion. That's a town portal from the Warden. How can he respond to this? Only the Warden, though. He leaves his Huntress behind.
Big mistake, panicking there. Was right-clicking with the army, so they didn't stay with the TP. That was not very good. Water Elemental is only level 1, but with the footy pressure here seems to be good enough, and he still doesn't have the Hippogriff. This Zeppelin is going to be so annoying now.
Yeah. There's also no Dispel on the Dryad, I think.
He actually did get an Ancient of Wind towards the left, so the Hippo is there.
Okay, needs to find it now, and here we go. That's the counter. If TH doesn't... Oh, yeah, he has to TP out of this now. Good position.
Not doing anything anymore. Nice and load. Gonna be able to save the Zeppelin at least. Might be helpful against the Warden Harass.
Yes, he does. First workshop. Second workshop. No third, though. Lacking lumber, maybe?
A player's
Going for the
forces are under
upgrades.
attack.
This expansion is there, finally. It took him 14 minutes.
He's solo creeping the Naga. AM still only on level 2.
Yeah, that's interesting. But there are 2 more green spots. I think he calculated this through. Warden getting more experience, getting up to level 5, and she becomes more dangerous with Blink and Fan of Knives later, maybe. Inventory, not that great, though. Quite tanky, but there is no Mountain King, so there is no big threat. Scroll of the Beast against no Dispel. Can be good, but he will have Bears with Roar later on. Anyway, tier 3 tech finally started. Foggy is completely out of gold.
He just scouted in the main with the Hippogriff, so he saw the tier 3 and the workshops. With that, he should usually respond with a quick Panda, but he's at 50 out of 50. He's supply stuck. He can't get him right now.
Yeah, the Panda will not be level 3 like he was on Tyrannistan.
And
there's no
the
way.
Agents of War, they're nowhere near enough. There seem to be a lot of tanks right now.
But TH delayed the tanks for some gyrocopters to open up the Zeppelin harass again, I guess. Plus for scouting, quite good in masses. They win the fight against Hippogriffs.
It's already getting flying machine bombs. Is this like some flying machine lame? He's making more and more gyros.
Yeah.
Alright, tanks come after though.
Where is the Panda? That's the Engine Protector, second Engine of War, more creeping. I think he wants level 5 Warden before that. Going for the attack upgrade, another Engine Protector here. He's not as prepared as he was on TS. But on the other side, tanks are delayed. Archmage not level 3. Naga is level 2 though. Book of the Dead, not that great. Paladin third.
And at the moment there's no AP done yet. These flying machines, can they do something? They are throwing their bombs onto the AP. Not too much damage yet, since it doesn't have armor yet. And the Hippogriff, pretty good. But as you said, with the flak cannons, they will win the air fight, if enough of them are there.
Warden is super close to 5. This spot is level 5 for her, and then he needs Panda. But he gets rid of the AP. There's nothing he can do.
Mass repair.
Oh, mass repair. Yeah, he can do that. And that is splash damage, which is the best solution against flying machines. And he has that... Like, did he know about this?
He saw a few gyros before, so that's why he went for the AP. One in each base.
Oh, food of accuracy for TH. That's huge! That's 10% damage. And here's... Nope, still not the Panda.
Has to go for one, though. He's low on lumber. He just got the Shredder. Zeppelin, which was purchased, gonna be easy, quick, and simple to kill for these flying machines. Warden gets found by the human force. She's level 5, would love to find some kills now for herself. Sitting next to the tavern, wants to get the Panda, but doesn't have the lumber.
Quite rare. 1,400 gold. Shredder again at the expansion to save it. There's a good amount of normal damage with that Shredder Huntress and the Engines of War. There's no second threat. The flying machines are not doing too much at the moment, at least. But they are very quick, very mobile, can cause some trouble later on. He lost something there.
Moonwell has been killed by one of the tanks. Panda is here, but he is nowhere near as ready as he was on Terranas against us.
That's true. A player's forces are under
Has two
attack.
Ancients of War at least in the main, and it's only double workshops, so we won't see as many as quickly. We have one more tank driving towards the north, but already very good upgrades on it. 2-2. And the human force keeps creeping. The Naga is going to be level 3. And that's another thing to point out. Naga, not a bad hero, but with high levels, not as good as an MP.
Yeah. Super squishy. Mountain King, usually a tank, but this girl, she falls to Shadow Strikes quite quickly. Gloves of Haste, not that bad. Would have been good. I mean, it's okay for the Naga. So the APs are still there. Foggy doesn't have a shop, by the way, so no orb just yet.
Town is under siege.
But he goes for talents. Fury Dragons and Engine of War protect this. But the Warden, I don't know what her skill build is at the moment. Shadow Strike and Blink?
Might see it here. She once again finds the human. The human is trying to expand for a second time, it seems, with Militia running over. And what can the Knight really do about it? He doesn't have too much stuff and has to defend at home as well. Is Foggy maybe getting a little overwhelmed? He has 2k gold, not spending it. Seems like banking is a really very greedy choice to go for right now, when he has so many resources to begin with. Is the Shredder for him still alive, by the way? Oh no, it's not alive.
Warsong Battle Drums for TH again as well. Here we have Fan of Knives again going for the mana intensive build of Shadow Strike and Fan of Knives. The flying machines come in to help. They are of course quite nice against Huntress. There can't really be touched from this. Only the Dryads can touch, and the Bear comes in for rejuvenation. But Foggy can't do anything against this. This is so much damage for ranged armies, man. TH quite lucky with the items, but of course he played a phenomenal early game.
Under attack. A town
And now, tanks again. We're gonna see this throughout the entirety of the game. They have 3 damage upgrades now, getting rid of Moonwell so damn quick. Foggy did go into upkeep in the middle of the map. Panda and Warden with the AoE might be able to find some kills. And with a level 6, this might be a little bit easier, but TH, man, he's playing a very good game. 76 supply for him. He's towering up at his next expansion, and it looks like this time that one will come through.
Indeed, but Warden, does he have a Fan of Knives? Yes. Might be able to close it down, but this is such a big threat, man. If the Archmage follows the tanks, it's like 5 armor upgrades if they are 3-3. Are they 3-3? Yeah. So plus the Flute, plus the Warsong Battle Drums.
Oh yeah. And the Panda, the Paladin gets in range. He has the damage with the tanks. I wonder what the bonus is. Plus 14 on these tanks. And this is, well, disaster right now at the natural. Foggy needs to defend here. Doesn't want to lose the Shredder. He's low on lumber pretty much as it is already. The Panda can't help here. Doesn't have a TP to join his Warden. Can she do this by herself? She's getting closer to 6, but she's not really all that close. Panda needs to get here ASAP.
Yeah, she is supply stuck again, or Foggy is. Finally, more Moonwells, but the Fan of Knives doesn't quite cut it. The Moondew situation is not that great, doesn't have the Super Wells, and TH is going for the expansion here, level 3 on the Paladin. Holy Light just got a lot better. Fan of Knives doesn't work anymore. Look at the tank shots! It's absolutely ridiculous. Can't repair, can't do anything against it, man.
Is that it? Or can a level 6 Warden do it again? But against tanks, what does she really do? Panda is still only level 2. He is the big weakness.
Archmage.
In trouble. Getting healed. Potion transfer. There's also a TP if he should need it. Warden dropping low herself. Can she get out? Is she in trouble? That will be it.
Panda has a potion, but that's about it. The expansion is gone, and TH played it so smart. He's towering up again. First time the Panda was able to hold it, but this seems to be so too hard, I think. 3 bears, 1-0 upgrade only. He needs more. This is ridiculous. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 tanks still remaining.
Fun and interaction once again, rolling towards the north, and seems to be easily able to take it.
Gets the crystal ball in return.
A town is under siege.
Level 3 at least for the Panda. He also has a mana potion this time, but Expo cancelled. Ancient of Wind will be falling. Jesus Christ. 6 tanks. Easy kill. The Miniwells, goddamn, they die so fast. If those run into what's the main, could they just kill everything? With the Panda there, maybe not, but the Panda is not there at the moment.
Warden dies during the portal.
Oh my God.
GG for Foggy, and TH finally is the one overcoming the Warden of Foggy after a streak of 6-1 games in a row. Hell, it was about time.
All right. He shows he can do it. The Warden is not quite unbeatable. It was a tough Warden map for sure, but the praise belongs with TH. God damn, did he play that well? My goodness.
It was finally the place that we expected. It was finally keeping the Warden low. It was finally something that makes the timing work better. And that was power build on the altar, expand immediately,
Yeah.
no green spot, no mercenary camp, run over there with militia.
And he didn't even lose a single peasant.
And then, yeah, how he microed against this initial Warden harass, Jesus Christ.
that was so good.
That was perfect. Like, he saved every peasant, right?
Yep, every single one.
Every single one.
That was just crazy. All right. Good, I guess that we have an even series on our hands. That being said, though, TH can be proud of that victory, but that was one of the roughest Warden maps. Maps like Twisted Meadows, much easier. Maps like Echo Isles, much easier. And those are some of the remaining maps. Now it's Foggy's map choice. This was, after all, the humans' map choice. And I would not be surprised at all to see Twisted coming up next. We also have Echo, Twisted, and what's the last one? AZ?
Yeah.
Yeah, AZ.
AZ, that was the map that he lost against Romantic. Usually not a map where you play Warden, and maybe it is? Yeah, it is Twisted, you're right.
Very good Warden map. Pretty much instant level 2. The human can't really be too aggressive. He wants to go for his laboratory usually. That's going to take up a lot of his time.
Do you remember when we casted back in 2014 the greatest replays of all time? And we got rank 3 between Moon and TH on Twisted Meadows
That was just
from the Fnatic Beat It tournament. That was insanity. And if it gets somehow close to the epicness of that match, I might lose my sanity here. Holy shit. We do have a few more supporters coming in here, a few subs. Korugen, Hardcore RPG, Dozen, and Famiman, plus a big donation by Herr Wusel. Thank you very much. 321 Sync. Thanks for the cast. Thanks for casting Warcraft 3 and $5 from Vegetable Combo. Thank you for providing great streams and allowing me to escape the horrors of my everyday life. I hope it gets better for you, man. And we hope it gets better for Foggy on map number 3.
one thing, by the way, if we want to get into the specifics here of our best of 7, it could be quite the advantage for the player if we're like, how do I put this? The guy who has if we go all the distance, the guy who has the last counter pick, is going to have quite the advantage.
Yeah.
If it's the human being able to choose LR again and play it as well again, TH has a big advantage.
Yeah.
If it's Foggy being able to go for a good Warden map,
Yeah, that's true.
could be rough for
So,
TH.
like, basically you have to take you have to get the first match point. And then it's great for you.
If everything goes, unless something crazy happens, yeah.
Well, we saw crazy stuff this tournament. This is our World Championship, but we are here basically every single week, multiple times at Back to Warcraft, casting the best that Warcraft 3 still has to offer, and that is quite a lot. Tournaments from Europe, tournaments from China, tournaments from Korea, we have everything. So feel free, if you enjoy this, feel free to follow this channel.
Players are in the lobby. We're about to get ready and about to hop into the next game. Yeah, it's 1-1 now. Still a lot of matches to come. Best of 7, man. Of course, with this being single elimination, they want to make sure that it's going to be a fair series. They were thinking about making it best of 3 in the playoffs, but thankfully thought better of that and went for the best of 5. Foggy, we have to say, got a little lucky that all the undeads were eliminated, especially 1-2-0.
He eliminated one undead himself.
Yeah. That's true, with WFZ at least kicking him down into the lower of the group stages.
Yeah. And then Moon eliminated him. Yeah. Moon, of course, the Legend of Warcraft 3 dropped for the second time in a row in the group stage here at GCS. 2 TH in the lower bracket final.
One of the many disappointments here in this tournament. Infi didn't make it through, neither did 120, Moon, or Lin.
Yeah.
Very few people would have thought this. Life having a strong performance, Romantic having a strong performance, Foggy having a strong performance, very strong performance indeed. The new guard, second guard perhaps, making
the second
a strong case for themselves.
More like the 7th or 8th.
And we'll start map number 3 here in a moment. So yeah, Twisted, of course. If we get to the super late game, both players having 3 bases, tanks can once again become very powerful and very, very hard to deal with. And that's going to be the target, or the goal number 1, I think, for Foggy. Should we go to that late game, keeping the second expo from coming up? The Warden, though, it's at this point almost a guarantee. And TH was able to keep her down very well on LR. Is this somehow possible on TM?
On the other side, like, we are all so sure that it's gonna be a Warden. Maybe that's the reason to go for something else. Maybe that's the reason to go for double Engine of War. We have seen this here, especially from Foggy. He was one of the first who came up with this tactic. If the starting position is right, go for the mercenary camp with an Engine of War, creep that. Then build an Engine of War at the other mercenary camp, get mass mercenaries and punish the expansion with it. That does work. It's an all-in, basically.
And yeah, that tier 1 siege can be so strong. We saw that being so successful in NSL in the weeks leading up to this event right here, but we've seen a little bit. Life, though, failed with it, and that doesn't seem to be favored by the top Night Elves too much anymore. We haven't seen it yet from Foggy. He wants to get a strong Warden and then counter-expand and then fend off the tanks, and he seems to be comfortable with that game. What about TH? He's looking like he's a little exhausted here himself. Of course, not only defending mass tanks is exhausting to play, also attacking with them, maybe a little less so, but still lots of multitasking demanded there. Foggy still looks in the zone. And we head into map number 3. It is cross positions, and oh my god, for the first time in this series, TH is reaching deep down his sleeve and gonna pull out a special card and a special trick, because we don't have an altar just yet.
Ooh, okay. That is indeed interesting. Panda, Beastmaster, Naga. Those are, I think, the 3 choices.
Against a Warden, which you should expect.
Ah, of course, Tower Push. Tinker or Naga.
You know what he played all the way back on this very map against the Warden? It was a Dark Ranger Life Drain Tower Push. Now, that was a one-time only affair. If he does that again, that would be truly entertaining.
Dude, since when do you come up with historic facts?
That was at Grafstaal's place.
WC3L.
I will never forget that game because we could not believe what we were seeing. We thought, did he misclick or something? The hero and the skill, it was just absolutely nuts.
Farm here to scout the expansion immediately. If it works. Foggy has to take care. Foggy has to scout this. Naga Tower Rush is the most likely choice, I guess.
Footies are going to be very early here to harass. If Foggy knows very well about human build orders, which usually he does, he's going to notice your footies are too fast, and that should already give you a time.
He's starting to creep though, and I think the Wisp is... Yeah, it's a Tower Rush, for sure. Naga or Tinker is the question. The Engine of War is far outside. We were scared about this as it is so strong, if done well, and TH is the master of this. Claws of Attack is nice. What does he get? Tinker.
Are under attack.
Alright, what's the response? How does he deal with this? The Warden, how is she going to use her mana so hard to respond perfectly to this?
It's not level 2. I guess it was good to get rid of the Peasant first. Next Engine of War. This is super stressful for Foggy now. Pocket Factory up.
Only one archer available. And here come the towers. We were expecting some of these cheesy games, and here is one of them. Wisps coming in for the detonate, hitting the Tinker once, hitting him twice, hitting him 3 times, and now he's pretty much out of mana.
Okay, no Pocket Factory after this. Will this buy enough time for the Engine of War? He has to keep this one alive and produce from it. Once this is gone, or once this is up, he can uproot this and walk over. But that's a lot of time he has to kill. He gets some kills though. The Pocket Factory is so strong because the clockworks give guaranteed damage once they explode. So you can't really do too much against them except move out the way.
Now it's nighttime. The archers can hide, and there's no dust yet on this Tinker. Warden, though, has dropped pretty low, also lost quite a bit of mana, so can't heal up too easily. But the first tower is cancelled. And
there's not too much mana. He maybe needs to detonate another.
Has he defended this already? No. Is he retreating?
No. Away he is.
TH went for an all-in push. Failed against
these Wisps.
Yeah, the Wisps, man. Almost getting thrown there on the Warden, but he will save her. The one archer is dangerously close to dying, but will save her as well. So far, nothing has died from Foggy aside from the Wisps, which he decided to kill off himself. And this has been held.
So many Night Elves have fallen to this strategy on so many occasions in so many big tournaments. But Foggy defended this in Race War already against Romantic. Not on this map, not against this player, but he knows what to do against it. And now, have fun playing a Tinker solo against the Warden. There must be a second coming, I guess, from TH.
Either you have to go for a push and finish the game with it, or expand and get that up successfully. But at the moment, he's in a world of trouble. Tinker with the boots of speed now, perhaps looking for some archer kills, but he does laughable damage. The Warden now gets her level 2. She has one more Shadow Strike to use. Or maybe a Fan of Knives.
I think that's the biggest threat. Like, the Tinker, you can kind of ignore him because it's a static building. You can outmaneuver it. Of course, you can still micro the Clockwork Goblins. But the Footmen, you cannot allow TH to have mass Footmen. There's no shop for him anyway, so there's no scroll of regen.
TH's tech, by the way, has just started a second ago. The Night Elf, Foggy, is playing this a little more safe, going for more Wisps, going for Hunter's Hall as well before he is teching here. Would love to take out the Ancient of War. That means he can't eat through the trees, can't keep up leveling with the Warden. But the Pocket Factory is gone, makes this all a lot more difficult. Does he have Defend perhaps coming? That would make fighting this a lot easier.
But Hunters are coming. Double Huntress, double Engine of War Huntress, and he stays on tier 1. Will he end this on tier 1 as well?
Foggy's expanding, deciding not to tech, but rather go for a new Tree of Life.
Okay. Warden is level 2, going for a counter push. At least to a degree, or does he just steal some experience here on TH's side of the map?
Warden is looking to creepjack here. The Archer finds the footies, but not before they have taken out 2 of the Gnolls. Mana-wise, she has enough for 2 Shadow Strikes. And those could be 2 footy kills.
There is a Boots of Speed on the Tinker, which is absolutely necessary to be able to run away from that Warden. She shouldn't take too much damage from this, but gets rid of the first Footman. Yeah, and no deny there. And as you said, there is Shadow Strike.
Saving her mana here, so that's going to make healing up easier. Moon Juice is looking pretty good, but we're late into the night, so it's soon to be over, so he still needs to be careful exactly how he uses this. Tree of Life now halfway done. Tech for the human, 2/3 done. Huntress is scouting this, so he knows there's no expo coming up for the human.
I think TH doesn't know about the expansion, but he expects it at least. Since it's Huntress now, and it's getting more and more and more Huntress. But he's still level 1.5 on the Tinker. It's not like he gets the big upgrades. I mean, every single level on the Tinker is important with the passive. Also, the Pocket Factory gets better. And he can be so annoying with his staff. When you staff onto him, you drop the Pocket Factory in the base, you deny buildings, you go against the Entangled Goldmine. He can do this very, very well. But with a level 1 Pocket Factory, without the passive, I don't know, man. I don't know.
He's gonna get caught out here by the Warden. Now we see the full skill build. Blink and Shadow Strike. Is he gonna force a TP here? Is that even worth it triggering? He's pretty speedy though, with the Boots of Speed, and will get out of range. Tree of Life, almost done. We have Griffin, Aviary, 2 of them coming up for the human.
Very well hidden here in the back of the base. Dragonhawks, of course, a nice response to Foggy, but there's already... Oh, I thought it would be an AP, no. But there are a lot of archers, so that's okay, and Shadow Strike is a good skill against them. And he's going, yeah, as I said, for more archers already.
Did you see this here with the Warden? Was he in range to see it?
Pretty sure he expects it.
He's almost level 3 now. Liv creeping over at the Merc camp with his Hunts and the Ancient of War, finding Indwell and Cloak of Shadows. Tree of Life is ready as well.
Kirk could get the potion there, but no, Warden is in. With the staff. And boots now. So the Tinker is not faster anymore. It will take some time before he has a critical mass of of Griffin. Of Dragonhawks, I'm sorry. And how does he want to counter it? It's really hard to do with only hippos, as they can be shackled.
I think Dryads and Archers are a safer response. As well as an AP hero too. And of course for Cloud you need tier 3 first, and there will be a heavy investment on only one base. Tinker now looking for the creep of his natural, and peasants are moving out. The Warden seems to be anticipating this move and might actually see the Dragonhawk. If he didn't know before, he certainly knows now, using the first Shadow Strike on the first Dragonhawk. But now he's out of mana, so how much can he really do about this explosion?
Yeah, right clicks are not that strong, that's right. There's some Dragonhawks here. What are they doing? They're flying to a weird position there. Warden is going for the Tinker again, but he can only trigger the healing potion there, I guess. Good defense by TH against this. Invo potion used for this.
Quite the waste, but then again...
Ah, he has a Shadow Strike now. No.
But a healing potion should be good enough to save him, I think. Yeah. Will be. He gets one peasant, at least almost a surround there. But not quite.
TH is almost losing the Dragonhawk here, but it's 4 of them now. Foggy again responding with mercenaries, and now 4 Huntresses stream in. It's not a big force. He summons another Pocket Factory while buying time for his own Entangled Gold Mine and tech.
This Pocket Factory level 1 is actually getting repaired here, so it survives a little bit longer. Don't see that every day, but it will still fall fairly quickly. Oh, what about the Tinker though?
A block by the pig! Is it enough though? Oh, there's level up. There's mana again in a bit. This is the next Shadow Strike. He has to pull the town portal and dodge it that way. There is a shop though. Potion or no potion? Oh, town portal. Before he gets the potion, but 350 gold item gone.
Oh, but the footies. 3 kills, 3 experience. Juicy, juicy. But he's actually walking past them with his archers. They don't do any damage anyways. And with those, the peasants. So exposed. And this expo is never going to come up here, it seems. The Dragonhawks, are they doing something somewhere else on the map? Not really. It's only 2 left. Can they deflect the Night Elf here? Hopefully. For TH's sake. Warden once again on the chase against the Tinker. He has a healing potion. She doesn't have mana, thankfully, for the human anymore. And towers are coming up.
But I think he can cancel it. Mass piercing damage again. There is not too much left in this army, but he cancels it, buys more time. Tinker is back to full health. Mauler are coming. More mercenaries. Warden staffing in. Should have a lot of mana now.
Yeah, and a mana potion. And going for the Tinker again. This is the kill, right? This must be the kill. Unless he can block it perhaps with a pocket goblins, with a little clockworks.
Or even the Pocket Factory opens up the way saying, okay, I don't like my master. Go kill him. And that's what he does. Except, can he get in range for a potion?
So close!
Oh my god! Again, such a clutch moment. But he canceled the towers.
He has to buy a TP here if he wants to survive with this Tinker. But he won't. He will not. He dies. Warden already almost level 5. But the Hawks will defend the Expo.
Yeah, they will defend the Expo. But for how much longer? He bought so much time with his Merc attack. Of course, it was a huge investment, but he got so much done. The expansion did not even start yet. The Tinker is down. The Warden is 5. His expansion is up. I assume he's level 3. And the Dragonhawks don't do anything against this hero. And once he's level 3, he has... Oh, okay, level 3 Shadow Strike. Have fun, Dragonhawks, once there's mana. And he gets the towers gone again with the Panda backup. Yeah, area of effect against the air now. And more Mercs.
Shadow Strike once again ready. Towers once again cancelled. And this seems to be checkmate. Ladies and gentlemen, this should be Foggy in the lead. Or can TH make the miracle happen here somehow?
It's tier 2 for Foggy, by the way. He does not attack. This gets another kill here, but can't attack any further. Yeah, denies it. Nicely done. Oh, actually, did he get the kill? I don't think so.
Not quite sure. TH is taking to tier 3 on 1 base.
Yeah, man.
Don't see that every day.
usually it's rare enough to see a human on one base. Now he's tagging to level 3. Close attack +9, by the way, in the base. And still no tag. It's just Dryads, as you said. But the Dragonhawks, they never got a critical mass. He's killing the claws.
Forces are under attack.
It only does so much, though. How does Foggy want to win this game, it seems?
He wants to cancel. GG!
Just like that.
That is it. 2-1. And Foggy takes the lead again with his map choice here on Twisted. The way he defended this Tinker Tower push, fantastic.
Perfect response. Just detonate that guy, so you only have to deal with the one single pocket factory. And that looked simple enough. Had the lead all the way through the remainder of the game. Alright, so we are left with Echo Isles and AZ. Probably gonna go for AZ here, I imagine. Doesn't want to have to deal with a strong warden. But that being said, on Echo we have seen good humans being able to harass the first Merc camp very well, and then the warden can find herself struggling every now and then.
Also, we have seen Tinker Tower rushes from TH on Echo Isles that were a lot stronger than the one on TM because it's closer from like Tavern to base or main base to main base even. So this will be, I think, Echo Isles Tower rush, or he goes into a normal game.
But I think TH should feel a little bit better than about some of the prior maps. The easy, super strong warden maps, TM and TS are out.
Yeah, that's true. But 2 maps to go for Foggy until he climbs the hill of Warcraft 3. He said AZ on the end of the game, chat is saying.
I did? Didn't even say that. See that, okay.
So yeah, that was the map that Foggy lost to Romantic. But he didn't play it like how it's normally been played with a Demon Hunter immolation, really. Like his harass was pretty weak, if I remember that correctly.
That's true. How did he play that? I remember he showed up super early.
He went for mana burn, and the detonate wasn't really good. Yeah, it's AZ. Thanks, chat. Of course, chat is always right.
Yeah, I liked Life's early movement there. He crept the first camp with his archer lightning shield help, and then he went over towards the left merc camp, and got the merc pull there instead of the southern one, where you can have more trouble, if you are in the north. So basically, you got the Shadow Priest from the camp further away from the expansion. And usually you have the time to do that before the human goes for the expo, because he has to creep the 2 other camps first, of course. But that didn't seem to be Foggy's game plan when we saw him going up against Romantic here.
We have another donation that we have to thank for here. Morgoth88, $10. Insane casting by you guys as usual. Keep it up. Thank you very much. Same goes to App35Rocks, who has subscribed for the very first time. Of course, if you subscribe, you get the replays of everything that we cast here to your Twitch inbox, so you can have your own camera control and take a peek of what the pro players are doing differently, so you can learn from it. And yeah, this is the World Championship of Warcraft, and quite a good bang for your buck, I hope. That being said, 2-1. Group stage was 2-0. It seems to be a little harder for Foggy than it was in the group stage.
TH played an amazing game on LR, though. That was
sick.
I don't know if he made a mistake that game, but if there were some, they were very, very few. And if you play a perfect game on AZ, you can get a good export timing up without much trouble. You don't have to run back. You only lose like a peasant or 2. Realistically, you can't save them all. That's just not the way it works. It's war. You can't save them all, Neo.
Could you do like the same that he did on Last Refuge to go for an earlier altar and go for the expansion right away? I mean, it's super risky.
No, it's not possible. If you go for the fast altar, that already cuts into your lumber, and when you then go for the instant expo, you have nowhere near enough lumber to go for.
Yeah, I think that's really the issue there.
You can't creep that thing with like 5 peasants and 1 footy. Or can you? It's a big camp, man. I don't think so.
It's a really hard camp as well, with the stun, etc.
Yeah, especially if the Demon Hunter like just picks up the item and then rocks down. You're in trouble.
Yeah, we will see how TH starts this, and then Foggy's response. Foggy has killed people on this map in 4 minutes. Even less, I think. But that was, of course, cups and minor tournaments. If this harass doesn't go well, you basically lost the game already. It's really hard then.
I mean, if you get a decent counter expo timing up, if you have your panda out quick, if you level with him quickly.
Yeah.
That's something that I've noticed Night doing here. They delay their tier 2 by quite a bit, and with that, with their panda, going for more archers early, when, I don't know, I feel like the third additional and fourth additional archer usually doesn't do too much. We've seen every now and then the archers killing the expo, but that is very unlikely to happen. And oh my god, you guys are going crazy with the donations today.
Yeah, a little sub-train going on by Falife, Risky Rascal, Deport Gaming, shout out to the US, my man, and a freaking $100 donation by Raul. Thank you, my man. Hey guys, thanks a lot for all your work and especially this event. Will you be in China for NSL? Unfortunately not. Will you do Africa TV finals? Unfortunately not. What a big disappointment for this donation. No, we have a contract with Twitch, so we can't stream anything that Africa TV does because they want to stream it on Africa TV. And yeah, but we will stream NSL. That's for sure. Just not from China. And yeah, thank you, Raul. One of the biggest supporters we ever had.
Oh man, this support today in the last couple of days is crazy. Guys, thank you so much. You make this all possible pretty much for us to go here and cast these games for you. Don't forget, man, this is a historical opportunity. Again, last time we had a European champion was 2009. And
actually, there's a break on the Chinese stream.
Is it perhaps technical difficulties again, or is it just a standard break?
I asked before and they said, no, there's no break. I was wondering, because best of 7 without a break, it's quite hard.
Okay, so it is an intended break apparently.
So
nobody tells us anything.
Doesn't matter, man. It doesn't matter. We still have fun here. We ask for how long. And nobody responds. I guess shouldn't be like more than 5 minutes. We will be back with map number 4 in the grand finale of GC. Oh, 1 minute? Okay, we stay here. Yeah, the Chinese are back as well. Ah, they changed the casters. That is most likely why, I guess. TD and Qiaolin on the Chinese side.
Mid-series. Those guys are crazy.
Well, it's too exhausting to cast.
Yeah, they're always so hyped, man. We can hear them screaming from here. It's pretty crazy.
I think I could hear the Korean casters in the group stages from Korea to here when Moon was eliminated. What happened to Secret Valley? Well, there is fountains, and fountains are not that balanced. So Secret Valley is out. Therefore, we have these maps.
Yeah. AZ now, and Echo Isles after. At the very least. So, at the moment...
Echo Isles could decide the series if Foggy takes Amazonia as well. If Foggy takes this map, he has match points and championship points and dream-fulfilling points. But of course, TH stands against this. TM was his map choice. No, Foggy's map choice. AZ is TH's map choice again. Will it be the first Demon Hunter of the series? It would be quite normal to see that. But we have seen different from Foggy.
There's also quite the gamble from this man, TH, right here, a moment ago with a Tinkered Tower Rush. Can you call that desperation? At least on Twisted Meadows, I guess. Really didn't feel confident to go into the late game there. But yeah, AZ should be a Demon Hunter 99% of the time. Foggy played it once before the Warden here and actually was successful with it. But that was a long, long time ago.
Can you still remember?
I actually can't remember. Not quite the date though. That escapes me, unfortunately.
Alright, reload it. Map 4.
So Militia being sent out very early. We've seen this trick many a time to force the That's a super early militia. He's gonna force him to attack the Ancient of War here.
Whoa! Usually just pull them out to deny the lightning shield. He can't switch the aggro. He has to pull a wisp there. That's quite late. But therefore, will he? Okay, he can't cast the lightning shield anymore, right?
What is it? 100 mana, I think. 75. So he hasn't purged yet, so should be able to do that, unless the peasant gets purged. But it won't.
Okay, for the Warcraft newbies out there, can you explain what just happened?
Well, the peasant called the militia, forced them over towards the Ancient of War. As we can see, already damaged him to half HP. So this is going to force some repair out of the wisp. That's going to cost some additional lumber and gold. That's going to slow down the Night Elf's tech. But with this, he also slowed down his own tech because he was harvesting lumber a little later. Might still be working out for him if that's fine for him. If he still has enough lumber for his expansion, which he should. And there we can see the aforementioned lightning shield trick if Foggy does it. Well, not happening.
Nope, not casting it.
Did he mess up the AI somehow? No,
there we go.
It is.
Yeah, sometimes the Warcraft AI is a bit weird, but at least he can attack the two rogues here. Does not deny this Renegade Claws of Attack. Nice opening item for him. Moves out the archer here. Close to level 2 he is. TH is not going for an instant expansion. He did not deny anything as well. Is rewarded with a Ring of Protection at level 2 for him. Gauntlets of Ogre Strength, a little more sustain on his first hero, which is of course again an Archmage.
Purple Shadows, level 2 and heading south immediately again. And this is like where I think, does he need to go here already? And especially, does he need to go down there with the archer already? What Life did was go to the upper Merc camp and get the Shadow Priest here. But I guess he did have to do that because this is a pretty fast expo coming from the human here already. How many peasants do we have? Only 6! That's not too many. If he starts losing a few here, it can be very painful. The Demon Hunter is a little late to the party. The Shadow Priest will be there. Gonna tank a bit of damage. Is it Immolation? He's standing right next to everything, and yes, it is Immolation.
He needs to get killed with this though, otherwise it's a wasted skill build. He has 3 hurt units there. He has to do damage. The Priest is coming for him. Dispels the Water Elemental. This is good damage, but oh my god. TH, man, he's losing so much, even worth a Town Portal. He wants to get everything! And he gets almost everything. What an harass! And the Rock Golem is still alive, though. This is even later.
4 peasants have died and a footy. Demon Hunter is healing up, but he's only half HP. Is he gonna get the boots here? Or is he gonna skip on that? 2 hurt peasants go back. Level 3 for the AM. Greater mana potion.
This is great. This is really great, this item. But he pulls the mercenaries again.
For the Berserker here, there we go. Tier 2 tech has started just a moment ago, however. Or the Night Elf.
Oh, he attacks the creeps. Will they attack the Berserker? No, but he can do it himself. So he has a lot of Water Elementals level 2 to work with. Demon Hunter is not level 3. Doesn't have a TP anymore. He has to be careful, but he does have something to work with. That is Evasion, Immolation, and the Mercs. But nice body blocks.
Gonna save the footy here. Wisp coming in a little bit late for the block towards the footman. And this expo will be coming up, but it is not late. No question about this. He has the resources easily, and he's gonna start constructing here in a moment. Now, TH wants to keep his expansion safe, wants to put on some pressure of his own towards the Night Elf main. The Demon Hunter is still a little bit hurt. He has decent range damage here. The footies, 4 of them, don't have defend yet. So he should be able to fend this off fairly easy. Once again, he's gonna go for the Berserkers here at the other Merc camp.
With like 3 Merc pulls, it's not impossible to go for an expansion, but this delays his expansion a lot. Also, no boots on the Demon Hunter, staff teleportation, and boots on the Archmage. So, usually Foggy is always the one with the most mobility, but not this time. At least not for now. Hunter's Hall for him. Tier 2 tech 70% done,
Yes.
but the Hunter's Hall is
He has
late.
so much damage in this army. If he went south right away, he may have just been able to cancel his Town Hall, just right-click it down, but he didn't exactly know how late it was, so that would have been a big gamble. He's gonna continue creeping here in the middle. It's gonna be his level 3 if he gets the last hits here. First Water Elemental easily enough dispelled. He's gonna get denied. Nope, he's not.
And level 3 with the Demon Hunter. 1/1/1 build now. Immolation, Mana Burn, Evasion. Of course, this is a delayed Mana Burn level 2, as you can only get it on level 4. And this is a bit more squishy on the Demon Hunter, as you don't go for Evasion level 2. But Mana Burn is mandatory.
He can get the Panda here in just a second.
player's
His tier
forces
2
are
is
under
about to
attack.
finish in a second or two. It's done right now. He has the resources. Panda here, and barbecue continues.
And it's not gonna be an expansion, as he keeps on pushing. His Hunter's Hall is finished. Lore number... Oh, Engine of Wind and Lore. As again, there's a laboratory close by. I love these mana burns, man. They're always there. 3 in a row. The laboratory is there, and he builds... Or he's preparing for a Zeppelin. Only going for a Shredder now, TH is. But this expansion is coming up a little too easy now, I feel. With all... the investment he did into this piercing damage.
Player's forces are
It
under
seems
attack.
like Foggy's making a rare macro mistake here. Not getting the next Moonwell ready. He's going to be supply stuck, so his tier 2 buildings aren't going to do anything for him for a while. Hopefully he's going to remember that he needs the supply buildings. This army for the Night Elf is pretty damn scary. And I think TH is going to be satisfied to see that the Night Elf is staying on his side of the map. If this force was to knock on the front door of the Expo, this could be super scary.
But we're at 7 minutes and he's still not teching.
Oh yeah.
So late.
A player's forces are under attack.
And where is the... Still
That
not going for the
Moonwell.
Moonwell, man. This hurts.
that
This
is a
hurts
mistake.
so bad.
That is a big mistake. And now he's going to try to produce and
Yeah,
notice,
there's one.
whoops, no Moonwells.
Yeah,
and there
there's
we
one.
go.
Demon Hunter's distracting a little bit. Archmage, of course, wants to get a steal here and there. The Panda needs this experience. It's so important. But mana burn again. He got a Water Elemental out before. Gets the Shadow Priest, so not that much dispel. And Foggy has to abandon this creep spot, but the Rock Golem is gone. Potion of Invulnerability. Next Breath of Fire cancels the healing. Archmage is super low. But again, boots versus no boots.
He can produce now, thanks to the loss of the Shadow Priest. Ancient of War not yet finished with his camp. And if he goes for counter expansion here, this might be pretty late, but also remember the tech for the human has just started, so he's late with that as well. Ancient of War seems to remain alive here against the footies. Panda not yet level 2 even. I was looking for level 3.
Yeah, but he gets it here. Footman for free, Troll Trappers, no problem.
And I wonder when he got the Panda. Should he really have gone for creeping? May it not have been better to go for the Expo down south? Well, of course he wants to
With
open up.
level 1 it's always hard. I mean, the damage is not that great. Then you can go for a Naga. If he wants to kill the expansion, then you go for the Naga, I guess.
No, not kill it, just, you know, deal damage. The demon was level 3, the Panda was only level 1, certainly. But so early in the game, level 1 breath still decent. But he wanted to get his counter expansion up, and it's coming up now. Question is it in time?
Well, is TH in time, I think, is another question. He has a Zeppelin now. Foggy has an Engine of Wind. He's not producing a Hippo, or did I miss him? Ah, there he is already, wow. Pretty damn good. And he's buying more time for the Panda to level up. 2.4.
The Ancient of War is getting close to the next camp at the Merc, and that will be good enough for his level 3. If he gets it. Demon Hunter keeps the human busy. And TH now moving out into the middle of the map. 41 supply. He was able to retain many of his footmen, as he and his human brother Infi oftentimes are able to do, and make such great use out of them even in the later stages of the game. Tier 3 tech has started for Foggy as well. Second lore is coming. So is the shop. The Tree of Life halfway through. Is it going to be finishing? I believe so. He once again engages the human in the middle of the map. We have the Naga. And now, with this, if TH gets his Expo cancelled, this is great for him.
Is there a Shredder for Foggy? Not yet. So the damage is not that high. It's just piercing. And we have defend. He needs the Panda level 3, doesn't have it. There's a lot of misses here, man. Drunken Haze and Evasion. But how does he want to deal with this?
Panda has another breath.
Only level 1.
Says Scroll of Healing in his human army. No. So these footies are all pretty close to dying. Is he going to TP to save them? Or is he going to let them fall? I think saving them would be the better call. He has more mana, 4 more breath. The demon though needs to be careful, needs to be real careful. One more footy dies. And he can't get this tree, no way. And he saves the footies. He realizes how powerful they can still be. And he gets out of here with only 1 footy loss.
Okay, expansion is up. But not entangled yet. Tier 3 is there. Master Bears are coming. But I don't know, man. The human will explode into 70 supply.
Yeah.
He's at 800 gold now. He has 2 heal scrolls. He has boots there. He's gonna get level 2 on the Naga in a bit, I guess. Foggy is creeping this. That will most likely mean he has level 3. But Arcane Sanctums are already there for Breakers and Sorcerers. Foggy is forgetting about a few units there.
He keeps on saving money. Going into upkeep now. Alright, here we go. TH, as I say it,
Players' forces
is
are under
breaking.
attack.
Foggy can break kind of soon as well. The entire gold mine about to be done. But it's a lot later than the humans. More than 3k behind.
What item does he get? Vamp Aura, of course, the dream. Boots of Kel'Thuzad, good. With accuracy, with that many Dryads, okay as well.
And level 4 for the demon. Finally has level 2 mana burn unlocked. And the human is creeping in the mid. Level 4 for his Archmage will also be a big upgrade for his big caster force. We have more and more swords coming in. We have Riflemen as well. We do not have, however, a workshop. Yeah. So once he goes for the push, the siege is not going to be too scary too quickly.
This is an earlier push for TH. He doesn't want to go for the super late game where mortar teams are the best. We rather see them on last refuge. On AZ, it's oftentimes by TH just Riflemen. Lower damage. Less range, not as good against buildings, but cheaper and faster.
Oh, nice interceptions now for the Nihilov, getting at least one of the priests here, positioning himself between the two bases, trying to catch out these production lines. And so hard now for the human to consolidate his forces. He's still not level 4, close, but not quite there. If he gets one of the sanctums, it's going to help him out, and he's going to get another unit here for free.
Sacrificing the sorceress for one slow. Okay. He's going for the sanctums, and that's a Foggy specialty against humans. Killing the production buildings. If it's a workshop, if it's a sanctum, it doesn't matter. You buy so much time. But TH is coming in with a heal scroll, with 2 heal scrolls again. Breath of Fire may be ready. He has level 2 now. It would be a nice barbecue and a good level up, but he refrains from doing so.
One bear is gonna get away, not in danger of dying. There is a staff should he need it to save the bear. Foggy's a lot of money. I really hope he's gonna go into upkeep here. There's no need to be greedy. He just needs to hold on, and this should be looking good because the human is already at 77 supply.
The 70 supply push is already hard to hold, but what if you are... Okay, he's breaking now. He does have the Engine of War up front. He does have a few Moonwells there, but he needs more. Maybe go for a second Shredder or something. He queued upgrades. The heroes have to carry. He does have 1 heal scroll, he does have 1 invo potion. But this is looking scary.
He's got some time though. No mortar teams means he does have time. Breath of Fire coming in. No Drunken Haze, he wants to save mana.
Also no mana burn.
Extra supply for Foggy. He needs more time. But with that time, there soon might be some towers here as well.
Gets rid of the buffer units there, at least half of them. Reju. 66 supply. I think 8 supply are still in production, if not more. A little less, actually.
Already have Fairy Dragons pretty early with those, and here come the towers.
Okay. Now the timer is on him. The Fairy Dragon position is quite good. He takes out another Sorceress with them. Heal Scroll is still available. No Reju possible at the moment, since the Breakers would steal them. There's no Dispel otherwise.
He's gonna get the Fairy Dragon here, it seems. The Rifleman pretty good against those. He has a lot of Riflemen here, 5 of them in fact, and now Guard Towers are coming up. What? 600 gold for Foggy. He needs to spend this. Mana potions or something. Double staff now for him.
Okay. 4 bears. 1-1 upgrades on the other side. Breakers. 1-1 as well. But he can just sit there and wait for the towers to work. Water Elemental invisible, so he can snipe for some wisps. But he's moving in now. This is a massive force for TH, but there's massive AoE from this Panda coming in. He gets rid of the first tower. He concedes a lot of damage to it. He cancels both and buys a lot of time. The Fury Dragons, massive area of effect. I think he gets this here.
Alright, he's holding the position. Driving him back. The Demon are dropping low. Immolation still running for him. There should be a staff on the panel to save his friend. And yes, there is indeed. He's running back.
Drops over the invo. The Shredder is gone. Man, Foggy is playing a fantastic fight here, as it seems. But for how much longer? There is kind of a rubber band factor. Fork Lightning coming in. This position is better. He's far away from his Moonwells. Reinforcements are coming in for Foggy, though. Demon Hunter's out of the fight. Next Breath of Fire. Is there another heal scroll? Yes, there is. 1 more for TH.
Once in this tournament already, he was not skilling Drunken Haze. Did he once again get to skill it? Because now he has 1 more breath ready. We didn't see Oh no, we saw it before actually. Never mind. He's level 4 now anyways. And it looked like a good start for Foggy, but now down to only 49 supply. Gonna lose another bear. 74 still remaining for TH. And he still has the siege going.
But the Panda has quite a bit of mana to work with. Staffs this up.
No heal scrolls anymore for the human.
Okay, used the last one. Can this Panda over time do the damage? The breaker numbers are rising, and now let's see how well he does against buildings without mortar teams. 3 bears.
And against a Panda with full mana, without a scroll of healing. Lots of damage though against this tree here.
Detonate against both water elementals though on the other side. There's only one more. Fog Lightning doesn't do that much.
2 more bears will be in this army soon, but he wants to get more heal scrolls.
Yeah. TH goes back a bit. He does not abandon this push. Tome of Retraining, Blizzard time! And he doesn't have Disable against it. The Dryads don't care. It's the bears who do.
How much mana does he have on the AM? Quite a bit of mana. 3 blizzards already available, and more will be coming thanks to the Brilliance Aura. But Foggy is also buying more and more time. He needs heal scrolls though against the blizzard. Does he have some? Not a single one.
Anti-magic shell he does have, but that's about it. No invul, no heal scroll. He does have a he does have a staff on the Panda. He can give him over to the Demon Hunter, who's quite quick. Teleportation, keeps him. Tree of Life is about to fall. Halfway done. It's not necessarily the win. Drunken Haste Breath of Fire was big, but TH got the heal scroll.
When's he gonna use it? He only has 1, by the way. He needs to be very careful with how he uses it. Needs to get max efficiency from the Immolation Demon Hunter in the front lines as well. Doesn't use the anti-magic yet. He's dropping very, very low indeed. Here we go, anti-magic, and there is the Blizzard. That's a lot of damage going towards the knife. The Demon Hunter staff home with only like a half HP left. Panda with the next Breath of Fire has another mana potion to use as well. These bears, the first one has fallen, and the other ones are dropping low as well. Here comes the Blizzard hitting well again, but the bears are moving forward.
Archmage may be in a bad position, but the bears are too slow. Cast it over and over again, but the next massive Breath of Fire, he does have Drunken Haste, so there's a lot of mischance now on these riflemen. The Demon Hunter's coming back, but oh, the bears, they're all falling, man. They don't like Ice Age, and Archmage is level 5. It just got better, but the Demon Hunter's following, going for the Naga. Is it enough damage? He does have no Breath of Fire anymore. He can't go through. The Rifleman said, no, I will sacrifice myself for my Naga, and the Demon Hunter's been staffed out again, but Foggy's forces are down to 51 supply. Put on a great fight, but not enough to break TH. Enough to buy more time, but not enough to break him.
He wants to get another Scroll of Healing, and with the level 3 Blizzard suddenly sieging this tree, but got a lot easier as well. He's gonna start cripping? Are you serious? You're gonna concede more damage to these golems? You don't have water elementals. What? How can this be the right choice right now? Can't he just kill this Tree of Life?
I think he can. Once Naga 4.
Well,
we'll see.
He doesn't lose too much health here. I thought it was going to be worse. He's going to get the granite. It's going to be the medallion, which is okay. But he's giving Foggy more time. He's giving the Panda more experience. He's getting closer to 5.
5-5 is unbelievably scary. But it's not enough for 5-5. And again, he has no heal scrolls. And no invuls. It was a lot of single target damage. Is he going to T3, by the way? No. Stays at 70 at the moment. Upgrades 2-0 on the Rifleman. 1-1 here. 1-1, of course, for Foggy as well. It's 4 bears again. It's a mighty, mighty Demon Hunter. And we have seen quite a few ultimates today. Is it going to be the next match? Oh my god, man. What a tug of war this is.
Goodness me.
1 heal scroll, 2 heal scrolls. This should be the end. With Blizzard 3, you can't repair because all the Wisps will die.
With the Blizzard, he's going to force his opponent to attack here. Can't afford to lose these Moonwells. Foggy's going to wait as long as he can, but he has to go in after the next wave of Blizzard. So many Riflemen, by the way. Holy crap. These Fairy Dragons might die very quickly to the rifles with upgrades. Invul, the anti-magic popped way too early, or was it maybe intentional to have the Reju running on him? But that didn't seem like the best use. Gets dispelled as well, but he buys more time for more bears.
73 supply versus 80. More time. He's mining and mining and mining. Main gold mines are almost down, and then he has a backup expansion with the Tree of Eternity. It will lose time though, but 500 gold here, 700 gold there. Oh my god, what can he do against the Rifleman? He's splitting his army in 2.
I think he has to attack now. I think he has to go in, and he's doing it. Fairy Dragons to lead the charge, and their Mana Flare form Where are the riflemen? Way out of position. Drunken Haze Brother Fire #1 hits. If he gets a little more experience, he's going to be level 5. He doesn't have a mana potion, however. Staff to reposition for the AM, having taken quite a bit of damage already. He has still a lot of mana to work with. Where were the mana burns? Didn't use too many here, it seems. The Blizzard does good damage, and the bears are starting to drop very low. The Panda had to staff back. Needs to get more mana from the shop. He's almost level 5, but not quite there. This Blizzard! The AoE is too sick. He's staffing back in again with the Panda. Drunken Haze, Breath of Fire once again. But there's a heal scroll. Was that the last one?
Yeah.
Yes, that was the last one.
He's going for the Archmage. Hail Mary attempt. There is so much damage on the Demon Hunter though. Staffs him back in. The Dryads can't really reach. The Panda is level 5 now. Does have one more Breath of Fire, but it's not enough. Everything is crimson red here. The priests are healing against it. Here comes the damage into the Panda and Brewmaster. The Dispel on the slow. He runs and he runs and he runs. Run, Forest. And it is enough. He keeps the hero alive. The Archmage of the army. Archmage invisible cast.
Can you believe this? The Naga now in trouble as well. She's getting slowed. The one bear. Is that the hero bear to find the kill? Invis will be there though. The demon. Dude, you have 10 HP. You need to be careful. He can't heal.
Naga lightning, level 5 and level 6. Mass teleport. Level 3 Fork lightning. That has to be the end. He stabs back. Mass teleport away. And he has so much mobility right now. This should be the win. We hear a loud roar from the audience room there. The Demon Hunter is back though. 5/5 heroes. The main gold mines are down.
By the way, it's the turn nighttime, so he's gonna have more moon juice to help him with mana. And Naga got another scroll of healing. That's the only one though. He's level 5. Strong Fork Lightning now. The demon is pretty far away from level 6. Not a single bear is left.
He's pulling a lot of Wisp for the detonate.
Player's forces town is under siege.
This tree might be falling. Might be falling right here. Is this the equalizer? Blizzard against the repairing Wisp. Oh my god, 3 waves and they're all dead. Moving in again. Drunken Haze, Breath of Fire, quite a bit of damage. Going for the Naga. Can he find the kill? Scroll of healing keeps her pretty healthy. Mass teleport away.
Demon Hunter, oh, that must be it! Demon Hunter dies for the 2nd time, and Foggy has no income anymore. The Panda is far away from level 6. He abandons the mass teleport. He stays in this. It's cleanup time. It's time for the equalizer. This is Blizzard again. Doesn't even need it. Foggy taps out 2-2.
Wow. God damn. What a final we have. Even Steven after 4 games. Strong play by TH. Despite the incredible amount of damage that was done with that early immolation play. The counter expo, it just was a little bit too late. He was struggling. He was struggling so hard to defend that. When the Panda hit level 5, it seemed like finally he's got the big weapon in his arsenal. The Blizzard though, that seemed to turn the tide.
Yeah, really good decision. A thing that Infi and TH rarely did before this year. But it seems like they found out that area of effect is actually quite good. And if this would be a best of 5, we would go full distance. But it's not. It's a best of 7. Foggy's map choice now is Echo Isles. And this would be so huge to win this. The bands stay the same. It is Echo, as you see. As we see. You don't see it yet.
And this map can already be quite the difference maker. You take the lead and your opponent's gonna have his counter pick, but for the very last map, if it goes the distance, it would be your map choice. And you are once again free to use one of the maps that had been played before.
Yeah, and that would most likely be Terraner Stand.
Or Twisted.
Or Twisted, exactly. I mean, so many big championships have been decided on Twisted Meadows. The last big Night Elf who won against the Korean human, I guess, must have been Creo on TM with a level 60 Hunter. Imagine that happens again, man. That would be like a miracle happening here. But we're far away. Foggy needs to win 2 more maps. TH has to win 2 more maps. Echo Isles should be good for Foggy's playstyle, though.
Yeah, Warden, this is the first map where we saw her being so powerful, being so... It looked like unbeatable against human. But we also saw that in this tournament and the weeks and months prior, humans have found a way to deal with the Warden well here, and that is early militia call to steal the Shadow Priest and a footy going over there to harass the early Merc Camp creep with the Ancient. And at the same time, you can fast expand at your own gold mine.
And again, the X factor that this is not a normal human, that this is TH. And
yeah, exactly.
Lawliot has been eliminated by TH so many times, who was, before Foggy played this Warden so well, he was the best Warden player in the world. Foggy still says Lawliot is better. I kind of doubt it now. But Tinker Tower Rush, Naga Tower Rush, always an option with 3x.
And if that Ancient of War creep is delayed and he doesn't get level 2 and suddenly he has to fight a Tower Rush and the Warden is only level 1 for such a long time, that can be so hard to deal with. He defended it well on TM, but you're not really in danger of like losing your Ancient of War on TM. Not if you're next to the Knolls. So that's of course something that Foggy knows, you know. It's not going to necessarily be the AM fast expansion out of the human. So he needs to be careful how he plays this.
It's quite cool that TH established this, that he can go for the Tower Rush, so that a lot of Night Elves are so, I don't want to say scared, but they respect it so much that they are not going for the Mercenary Camp, and that slows down the Night Elf play so much if you're not going for the Ancient of War Mercenary Camp play. Less bigger item, way less experience, quite hard to get to another creep spot from the north if you go for the little green camp in the north. So, yeah, it is. It's not that easy. It's not that easy.
I still think he's gonna go for it though, for the Merc camp. Usually he makes it work. Maybe he gives up like a last hit or two. Of course, if you lose the Ancient of War, that is absolute disaster.
That's basically game then. Yeah.
That cannot happen. And with a Footy and a Shadow Priest, they're killing Wisps isn't so hard.
Yeah.
So that can be scary.
You see, guys, a lot of people said about Warcraft that every game is basically the same. Oh, things have changed. We have a lot of X factors, a lot of variables here, especially since the game is so much more developed, and especially since we have 2 specialists of variety here. We don't have stubborn players who go for the same tactic the entire time. No, these are the best in the world at what they do.
Night Elf versus Human is also one of the coolest matchups we have.
Yeah, we were pretty lucky, to be honest, to have this in the finals, man.
We were getting a little worried for the other possibility. Pretty much the only matchup where 2-base versus 2-base is a thing. And Echo Isle is one of the most classic maps to see it on as well. We have had great finals here before. Alright, and we're gonna start soon. But TH, man.
I mean, I'm shaking already. After casting this, how must Foggy feel? How must TH feel?
Yeah.
Another ultimate, by the way. We've seen so many ults today, especially from Foggy or in Foggy games. Echo Isle, certainly a map where this could happen again.
One more thing to mention, by the way. Foggy has never been here. LAN Grand Final. Yesterday he said, no, he's been to GCS a couple of times. He doesn't really get nervous anymore. But I imagine when you're one step away from becoming world champion, that's a bit of a different beast.
Yeah.
I haven't quite been there myself yet, but I would assume that's the way it feels. TH has been here before. It may have been a while, but he has been called the best in the world.
He was in a pretty big final last year in December, China Top. There was a lot of money on the line. Maybe not as prestigious at GCS, but I think that was, how much? $25,000 for the winner against Lin. So yes, that was pressure, man. And he knows how it is. And of course, WCG final against Moon, the legendary final, the last chance for Moon to win a WCG, and TH had the guts to, in the deciding match, to pull out a Tinker Tower Rush. So this guy has balls of steel, and this guy goes on to map 5.
All right, the last one we have remaining before we go into overtime, which we will. After Echo, the series will not be over, but one will have the lead, and that's quite the advantage indeed. You will have to defeat your opponent's map choice then, if you want to make it through. So, is it gonna be a crazy Tinker Tower Rush? What is TH gonna play? Foggy, we expect him to play the normal Warden greedy Merc creep. Can TH punish this? And it looks so. Like he's trying to. He has an Ultra coming up, yes, but no farms yet, so what is this? Ah, no. Okay. Seems like it's gonna be the hero coming after all. Oh man, this is so tense. This is so tense. Oh, I can only imagine how it is for these two players. Or is Foggy gonna surprise us here? Is he actually gonna play a Demon Hunter on a Warden map? We thought the Warden was unbeatable for him. But no. TH proved him wrong. Proved us wrong, I guess. So in we go.
Here we have TH's base in the upper left as the red human. What hero is it gonna be? He has a farm there. Foggy decides to go for a Warden. Foggy decides to go for the Engine of War. And TH, what does he do?
He delayed his Altar of Kings. He is making a hero here, but that might just be a fake hero. Or is he actually going through with it?
Yeah,
if he does, it's gonna be late. He's gonna have pretty fast footies here. The peasant will try to steal the Shadow Priest and should be able to. If you want to kill the peasant with the archer before he can do that, then that takes a lot of time. Time that you want to be spending creeping instead of killing a peasant.
Yeah. We have seen TH versus Foggy on Echo Isles before. That was the first map in the group stage between the two. Foggy won. Foggy won the entire series. Foggy didn't lose a map in the group stage. This is certainly different today, and that's exactly what he said. So, the peasant will steal the Shadow Priest as soon as it's available.
Doesn't quite have a goal at the moment.
Okay, I'm surprised to see that. Is the footman coming? Yes, it's not that far away. And then trouble starts. It's 3 wisps here, though.
Oh, the archer's already so low HP. What was Foggy doing? Now he's in danger of losing her to the 140. Might do that right away. Oh, this is already not good. It's starting well for him.
But it's always not starting well. It's the question is, what can he do with it? As long as the Renegade goes to Foggy, I think it's okay. If it's level 2, it's good. If he gets a good item like Boots or Pendant of Energy, it's fantastic.
He finished the MK, by the way. He may be a little late, but he's here now, and he's going for the instant expansion with only 4 peasants. Okay. He needs the lumber, I guess, from the other ones.
Shadow Strike to get the creep here finished. Footman is still harassing. He has to be careful that the Shadow Streak, that Shadow Priest is not sniping this. He makes sure,
nice.
And he gets the boots again.
With that, he can kill the Shadow Priest, no problem. Does he want to invest all that mana, though? That would be pretty much his entire mana pool.
Nice body block.
But with the boots, he should be able to run past him. And manages to do so.
Yeah, to kill that healing from TH is massive.
Oh, but with the Stormbolt, he may actually be able to keep him alive. Doesn't do that, though.
Did she use Shadow Melt there for a second? Huntress Hall. Tier 1 Huntress Hall. And the Engine of War is moving south. So, Huntress into expansion? It's only 2 Moonwells at the moment.
Has it won another one in the south? Gonna get more mana here. Gonna have 2 Shadow Strikes in a second. He's gonna kill the Archer. That's level 2 for the MK. Looking for the counter expo, but it's not coming up yet.
So good.
And he's gonna get the Berserker here if he wants it. But with the boots, that one might get, like, chased down pretty quickly. The Warden is here, but there's not much else at all for the Night Elf.
He does have another Shadow Strike, but I think the damage is not enough. Level 2 for the Mountain King is not that great. I mean, Bash is okay, but he won't do too many hits here. Blink, oh, doesn't really work. Gets some free hits, so we know Shadow Strike and Blink is the skill build. And there's the expansion.
Once he has a few Huntresses, of course, fending this off is a lot easier. But the Huntress Hall is not done yet. It finishes right here. Ancient of War is going to be done in a moment as well. Oh, the counter expansion is down here and he sees it.
He did it a lot, and I think by now people found out. TH, you know, in the game prior, in the group stage, he was running past it for quite some time. Was so close. He must have seen it usually, but he didn't. This time he learned. And Foggy's not playing much different from the group stage match. And as we said, TH adapted from this.
TH is playing this so well. He's hanging around with his army. He's gonna find the next counter expo attempt. He's gonna lose the Berserker for this, but well worth it. The MK has the boost of speed right now. Can he deny that Berserker? That would be horrible for Foggy.
Block. Can he blink again?
Oh my god. He saves him.
Yeah.
That's the last tick.
7 HP. Top notch micro from TH. Gets a bash. Gets free hits. Tier 2 tech by Foggy has not started. There's another Engine of War here. He's moving 3 Wisps over. and the main base does not have a single tower. Double barracks, rifleman.
Seems like this is plan B, and if Footy actually sees the Wisps coming over, oh no, this is all looking very rough now for Foggy. TH seems to have this game in his grasp. Perfect execution in the early game. And this Warden has had a rough start on Echo.
When are the militia coming? At the moment he finishes the rifleman. Double barracks against Huntress. He gets this around. Man, TH is playing himself into a rage here.
Gets closer to 3. He's still pretty far away, admittedly. APs are coming up in the main. MK dropping low. How much mana is there left on the Warden? 1 more Shadow Strike. Too soon. But 200 mana on the MK. He should be safe. His Footies are trying to protect him as best they can. At the expansion
there's no
for him,
shop
there's
at the expo, and he can snap the
Exactly.
Berserker if he wants to get that mana. There's no militia against this. Did he actually not see this?
He blinks in to find the kill, but now he's stuck and has to TP out of this. And that
weird
keeps the MK
decision.
safe.
Didn't get level 3 from
Town
this.
is under siege.
The Footy, he may not have noticed it on the
Yeah,
minimap.
yeah, maybe he had his vision somewhere else. And that can be dangerous, man. 3 are up.
He already has rifles, so he has some range stuff to deal with this.
All players' forces are under attack.
This game. Foggy, he's obviously going all in here with the AP push. He's gonna have a level 3 Warden. With, what's the item here? We are
Mana
hoping for
potion.
greater mana.
Yeah, mana potion would certainly be nice. Invul potion as well. But mana potion is the shits.
It's gonna turn daytime in a second here, then he's gonna see the APs. With that daytime, Foggy should be in position to defend against them.
Scroll of the Beast is also not that bad, but you know.
A player's
At the moment he
forces
only has
are
4
under
hunts. Might be getting more, of course. Okay, it's daytime now, and now he sees it. The APs are on the move. MK is already in position. Uh-oh. The human army is so close. That is not good for Foggy. He's still not there. He's not engaging yet.
Is 4 riflemen, and he actually buys more time to heal everything up. More wisps, more mercs. Foggy's there. Level 3. No healing. Nothing. The APs are down. This is piercing damage against fortified armor. That doesn't do too much. He's going for the Scroll of the Beast. Mass militia being called here. Shadow Strike on the Mountain King. But the first AP is already down.
The Wisp coming in for the repair. Too late. Way too late here, it seems. The Warden has a bit more mana. What you gonna use it on? Shadow Strikes on what target is the question. Gonna go for the next Huntress with the Rifleman. Easy pickoffs here, it seems. And the Warden only has 1 Shadow Strike left. He found a few kills here, but still only 38 supply against still 48. And a lot of gold as well for the human.
Yeah, TH has the expansion, Foggy doesn't. This is an all-in attack. If this doesn't work, TH has match and championship points. He gets rid of the shop though. Does he have a backup shop? No, but he calls for more militia. Can he break one of those barracks? It doesn't seem like it. The APs are out of position now. Can't really attack anything. Warden has no mana anymore.
What does the Warden without mana really do? The Wisps aren't repairing at the moment. Foggy, is he getting overwhelmed? His Huntresses are dying. He only has a single one left, and it's GG! And it is TH who takes the lead with the 3-2 and a big advantage in this best of 7.
Is it again a European dream shattered close before winning? Yoss had match points. Foggy had the big opportunity with a good map that suits him well. But no. Match points for the Chinese human beast. And he must be thinking, but in the match against Czech, he was in an equal situation where his opponent had match points, but he came back stronger than ever. Do you remember how he did this on AZ after winning losing a pretty crazy game? Then it was AZ, and he came back stronger than ever when he was under pressure.
And then he played super standard, like super predictable, ultra standard bear mirror. Now, when he's against the ropes, one step away from being, well, eliminated, I guess, is gonna be second place here.
That was not his plan, though, to go for that.
Does he feel forced to? I don't know.
That was not his
What's
plan
next?
to go for the AP push.
No, of course not.
Oh, no.
No, that's not what I'm saying.
TH played it so well, cancelling the expansion over and over. By the way, Monday here in China, half an hour after midnight. We do have a few new supporters here. Before we go into maybe the final map. Cedar has subscribed. Seesaw has subscribed. Vicanios and Aeroplane Blues for 28 months, man. Such a hype final, he says. And a few more donations coming in. Freedom 15, 10 bucks. Thank you for the great work about Warcraft 3, the best game ever made. Can only agree to that. And Melee This has donated 9 bucks. Shout out to my bro and his lovely fiance Jake. You guys are so cute. Warcraft 3 for life. Alright, thank you very much.
So now Foggy has the map pick. I think it's definitely gonna be Twisted.
I think it's TS. It's
One of the two seems like a logical choice.
You're right, Twisted it is.
Twisted Meadows.
Damn, you're unbeatable today in the prediction game. Makes sense though.
So now with if, and that's why it was so important to win the last map, because now TH can afford to lose this, and then the decision will be his map choice.
Most likely Last Refuge, as we pointed out.
I think so.
As it was TH's first map choice. And it worked well, so why not?
And the Warden seems to be pretty manageable on LR if you defend her first attack so damn well.
All of a sudden, TH with 340 APM, Foggy only with 220. Is he getting tired after a short last night? This is a long night. He's 2.5 hours over his usual sleep schedule.
I think they just switched up the names there.
Ah, yeah, obviously.
Just saying.
Whoopsie! So of course Foggy's not getting tired.
Adrenaline should be pumping through his veins. Yeah. The biggest match he's ever been in. This would be his biggest accomplishment ever. This is already his biggest accomplishment ever, we have to say. But does that give him confidence? Does that, like, support him? Or does it maybe put pressure on him? Honestly, we haven't seen his Warden fail so hard before this tournament. It was always getting off to a better start, but I don't think that is Foggy's fault. That's just TH performing when he needs to. In this grand final, he's playing really well.
And on Echo, this can happen. Like, I won't say it's a 50-50 chance, but we see this all the time, especially when TH does it. You don't get the Shadow Priest, you don't have the healing. And Foggy, in this series and in this entire tournament, he was so reliant on his mercenary uses. He always had them when he needed them to be, but not here on Echo.
And I wonder if he killed that footy, might that be a different story? That peasant, excuse me. Takes a while, of course, but that Shadow Priest is so obnoxious to deal with.
Yeah.
Even the Boots of Speed, which are so good early, couldn't help him to stabilize there.
No, because TH was at his throat the entire time.
Yeah.
It seems like he has figured him out. Will we see the final 7th map? First, we need to see the 6th map, obviously.
We saw some cheese by TH here before. Tinker, Tower Push, that didn't work. Against that, Foggy knew perfectly well what to do. This could be a decent map to throw a cheese in, because if you lose, you still have a chance.
Yeah. 3-2 lead for TH going into Twisted Meadows for the 2nd time. As the map rotation is opened up again. Best of 7 in Warcraft 3, so rare to see.
Yeah.
I think only AWL used it. And Ting Warcraft Invitational in the semifinals before going into a best of 9 final.
Shout out to Todd, by the way, who organized that. I saw him earlier in chat.
Hopefully another episode coming in the nearish future.
That would be cool. That tournament was awesome.
More than glad to cast with you again, my man. Okay, Foggy gives the go. He was never under more pressure. If he loses this map, the dream is over. And all he has is the silver medal.
Do we see TH again? Yes, we do. In the red booth, in the red trunks.
The red booth is 5-1 in the playoffs. Only winner in the blue booth was Foggy.
He showed up when he needed to. In the group stage, he was kind of destroyed by Foggy, but he improved day by day here, it seems, in the playoffs. First, taking out... Who was it, actually? Actually, it doesn't matter anymore. We are in this matchup. And is there something special happening? TH, do you have another trick up your sleeve? Or are we actually going into a standard game? Are you going to give the Warden the space? Once again, it lies with the human to tell us where this match will go. And we'll hop in into map number 6. So, not cross position like last time. So if the human was to do a Tinker tower push, well, he's going to be there a little bit sooner, but doesn't really change too much. He's going to scout here the Night Elf very early. This also gives away his own positioning, of course, so now Foggy will know where the human is. And so far, what's this? It is not a fast build on the Altar of Kings, so probably not going to go for the lab first. It's going to be the Archmage. Might be a Merc camp to start with.
I really like this farm positioning by TH right between the Engine of War and the expansion position there, so he knows when a Wisp is moving over. Yeah, is he going for the lab or not? The big question here. And what will he get? A Tome of Experience at the lab would be a disaster for him. Yeah, or Merc camp first? I don't think that's TH's style.
Of course, the Night Elf won't be harassing, so there's not really need to power build, I guess, your Archmage, if you want to go for the laboratory, and that is such a big boost in experience. Another scout farm here, very good vision throughout the map, and Foggy's gonna start his creeping. Oh, by the way, it's a Demon Hunter.
Oh.
It's a Demon Hunter on Twisted?
Okay.
Oh, the Wisp sees the Archmage, by the way. Sees that he is late. Sees that he's going for an instant expansion. The Demon Hunter is running over. How much can he do to damage?
Immolation harass on Twisted.
How many Wisps do we have here? We have one Wisp for the Detonate. Instant Expo.
A player's forces are under attack.
Instant Expo is kind of TH's thing here if he plays normal.
Oh, the Water Elemental gun ensnared. That's quite a bit of damage already going towards the Peasants and the Footies. There we see Mana Burn.
Okay, no Immolation, no all-in. Nice spread. Oh, he actually gets both Water Elementals. Is this the kill for... Oh, he denies the Water Elemental there.
Almost around on the Demon.
Yeah, I don't want to use their Town Portal here already. But
he gets it. Oh, it squeezes out.
He's so good in playing Houdini and escaping from those situations, but he leaves without a single experience point. But double Engine of War.
And he has no more Water Elementals. Only 2 Footies. He doesn't have the damage to finish this camp. Only 1 neutral has been killed.
Okay, this looks good so far, but the humans are champions in holding those situations.
But he bought so much time for the Huntress push, which might be coming.
Yeah, Huntress Hall, double Engine of War. And next to the mercenary camp, so he might take it out first and then go for more pressure. TH is calling new militia. He wants to finish this, but Foggy is coming back in.
The next round of militia is coming, so this should be an easy finish of the creep now. That would be level 2 for the AM.
Mana Burn again, though.
Oh, Mana Burn again. Still no Water Elementals. But the Demon Hunter is pretty low HP here. And he's only level 1. He's not really all too tanky.
Yeah, no evasion. Only the Archer to support him. There's no Shadow Priest because... Ah, he's going for it now. We see the dots moving there in the north. We want to go... We don't want to go there now. But yeah, TH is buying time, but also losing time. He wants this expansion to be up already. It's 4 minutes into this game.
Demons can't do too much at the moment, but he's being annoying. He's delaying this. Again, only 3 Footies here in this army. Not too much damage output at all. Demon, of course, needs to be careful. 0 experience for him. AM, though, only 96 himself. But and now we have Huntresses coming already. Yeah. And these peasants... Uh-oh. They're in trouble.
Snare. Where is the Shadow Priest? He got one, right?
Oh.
Missed the Shadow Priest so much, and I think Foggy does too. Second Huntress coming in. He forces a town portal out of TH.
Oh my god, so much time just bought. And maybe he even gets his Ogre Magi. The Huntresses should be able to tank the Demon Hunter with the damage. He gets it. Ring of Regen, please.
The absolute dream now.
Come on, come on, come on, come on.
It was a ring, not the regen. But what did he do here?
He's teching now, tier 2. He can't expand anymore. Foggy
Broke this.
prevents the expo.
Lumbermill for a tower push. This is not over yet. It destroyed TH's game plans, but it is not over yet. One base play from humans, though, is super weak against Night Elf. But against Huntress, if Foggy is too stubborn on tier 1, it might still work in the end. But he wants more pressure, just as he did against Czech in map 5.
Is he teching and expanding at the same time? You're not playing Night Elf, my friend.
But Foggy is pulling wisps. He's towering him.
And this is, even without towers, this is 6 Huntresses!
Oh, he kills the regen.
Against a level 1 Archmage.
There was the last Water Elemental. The Demon Hunter's back with full health. Will burn. Whoops, there we go.
Militia duration is about to be over. These Hunts, easiest fight of their lives.
And yeah, there are towers coming in the main. Here we go. Foggy, it did not work on Echo, but it might work on Twisted. And then we go full distance, but let's not call this over too early. Tier 2 is halfway done, then he will have a Naga. That's gonna be a different thing then. But he gets so much experience there. Look at it, man. Level 2 evasion, he has it now.
The footy sees the APs coming up, but he by himself can't cancel all of those. Militia can't be called too many anymore. Look at all the corpses that were there.
Oh, Demon Hunter actually with the staff now. Archmage is low.
Oh, if he gets this shop, so few clarity, so few water elementals.
There must be mass repair, and then they'd all take damage. You can't afford that.
The AM has clarity and healing running. Oh, the Huntress might be able to cancel something, but no runs home to heal up. Well, that seems to be dying here to the AM. More wisps coming from the main, but actually the Huntress survives. And the AP's gonna be done.
There's no tower. The one guard tower might be up, but I think he can break this, especially with the APs. 2 of them are up, 3 of them are up. He breaks this farm and TH. Okay, he's not supply stuck with this. That would be crazy, but they're still able to get a Naga.
Demon Hunter can walk in, but he doesn't want to get stuck there.
No. And the tower does come up. That's great against Huntress, but okay only against APs. If this farm falls, he's supply stuck. If this farm falls, he can't get the Naga, but he does.
Tinker. Makes sense, I guess. Against the APs. He has defend. That is absolutely mandatory against the APs. Doesn't do anything against the Hunts, however. And 4 APs now wailing away at this main base. Has to repair his guard tower.
Yeah, if this tower falls, all floodgates are open. It's already super hard for the human to hold this. Mana burn again. Foggy's always on the button when it comes to burning the mana here. Pocket Factory, finally. A little bit of support for TH, but another 2 footmen are falling there. The Demon Hunter is rising towards level 3. GG! We go to the final map! And again, it is full distance, man. He doesn't want to waste any time.
Awesome. Awesome. Alright, we go all the way. Best of 7. All 7 maps. This is so great.
And again...
Alright, he...
destroys him on TM, man.
Is that now momentum with him? But of course TH knows, alright, that was your game, your map to win. That was your map choice, and I give it to you. Strong strategy. He wasn't expecting that. I certainly thought Warden again. But he surprises here. Surprises with the super aggressive Demon Hunter play. And that was almost a blind counter, right? Like, that was almost a build order win, it seems. What is the humans map? Is it gonna be LR?
Could also be AZ, but that would be a weird choice.
Could also be AZ, I guess.
Final map, man. If you tell me in 2015, where Foggy could not go to WCA qualifiers because his visa was denied, that this boy would be in the final of the Grand Championship, I would call you, I don't know how, but pretty much something like insane.
So we go to LR. That is our last map
As
of
expected.
this GCS. One single map to determine the best player in the world, the champion of GCS Winter, TH or Foggy. It went towards the human before.
Yep.
And the Warden, this was the weakest Warden we have seen from Foggy by far.
But against Romantic, he could make it work.
but TH played better against the early pressure than Romantic did. And he showed that on Warden maps, he may not necessarily always play Warden, as we just saw with the Demon Hunter. And Demon Hunter can be very powerful. No reason not to go for that guy on LR. Or is he going to go super
Maybe
crazy,
with
Moon style?
With LR, like, there's so many good claws and damage boosting items in general. If you go for a little bit more late game, the Demon Hunter might be better. You can still go for Immolation for the opening. I don't know, man. It's so hard to predict. So many opportunities. The winner of this next map gets $6,000. The runner-up gets $3,000. It would be the second biggest prize pool for Foggy ever. It would be his biggest title ever. It would be the first championship for Europe since 2009. WEG Grubby would be the first Premier Tournament win for the Night Elves since 2011. Okay. Ugly just comes in, said they asked if Foggy wants a break, and Foggy said no break.
In the groove now, hopefully this would be historic. We've been here before, guys. We've been in the final match of the World Championship before. Jaws was so close to claiming the title. Foggy so close again. Will the Chinese crush our dreams once again? Or is it gonna be history written? Man, wouldn't he deserve it after all the work he put in? Came onto the scene in 2014 with so much creative play. It took him a while to be respected, took him a while to be even among the very good players, took him a while to rise to the top and beyond the top. But he kept on putting in the work, and he's now, without question, the most successful player. There's another player we have in Europe who may have good chances here, but he doesn't want to come to China. So Foggy is the only one who seems to be able to put up a fight.
The cream always rises to the top, my man. And will it be the absolute top, or will TH celebrate a big comeback? As he was overshadowed by the successes of Fly, Infi, 120. Those were the big Chinese emperors that we had in the scene, winning WCA, GCS, and all the other big tournaments that we had in recent years. For TH, it would be a rare thing to win one of those. I mean, China top, I guess, was the last.